I'm gonna stop putting it in the panel. I'm definitely gonna stop putting it in the panel. We had some problems with that yesterday. How was it you said to send it to your phone? Tell me that, how you said that was to do? I don't see you backstage, Dark Knight. Good morning, everybody, as you're coming in. Justin Milo's Music and Vlogs. Good morning. You're one of my favorite supporters. You come and check out my beautiful videos a lot. Thank you for coming in. Says we need the StreamYard link. Send it out already to the Dark Knight, and he's supposed to pass it over to you, Michelle. I don't have any way to pass it to you other than your phone, and I don't know how to do that. So the deal was the Dark Knight was going to send it to you. We're going to do it as a double send. So I don't know what happened to that. There's no reason he can't send it to you. So call him, Michelle, and he'll text it to you or whatever he did yesterday. Okay, Dark Knight says, I can't come up on the panel. Can you send a link in the chat, please? I'm going to not send links in the chat anymore today. I had some really difficult problems yesterday putting the link in the chat. Your link is right in your Twitter DM. All you have to go to Twitter, Dark Knight, and click on it, and you can get right onto the panel very easily. You can also share that link that's in your DM with Michelle, so she can also click on it and get onto the panel very easily. So you want to go to your Twitter page, Dark Knight, and click on that link that's in your Twitter page in your DMs. And you're welcome to share that link with Michelle. Good morning, Jody girl. Good morning. Yeah, if you were backstage, you have the link already, Dark Knight. That's true. But go in, if you don't think you have it, go to your Twitter, to your DM page and click on that link, and that's what will bring you back to the backstage, and then I can let you up. Now, Miss Jody girl, I sent your link to your email that we have together. You should have a link that you can come upstage as well. And Michelle, if you have you say your email's hacked, so you can't really do that. Okay, you're listening while driving. Okay, so you don't really need a panel thing. Okay, well, you can be in the side chat. Did I ever make you a moderator yet, Jody girl? I don't think I can do it on this StreamYard side, but I'll remind me and I'll make you one on the YouTube side when I'm back on that side later today or whatever. Okay, well, forget about Michelle. I'll figure something out for her, but go ahead and come back to the backstage. We'll get you up here and then we'll figure out about Michelle. Happy Veterans Day to everybody. Today's Veterans Day, and I want to thank all the veterans everywhere across the United States that have served in the country's military for helping to save our country and keep our country free. And I want to thank all the ones who have served and lost their lives for our country and all of their families that have, sacrificed having their loved ones be away. Thank you for your service. No, I'm not really tired, Jody girl. Just as I'm just waking up, my voice is gravelly until I have a little bit of something to drink, which I'm trying to drink a little bit of something, some ginger ale, and it will get better as we go along. Do you have to drive a long way when you go to your job or your work or wherever it is you go in the mornings? Seems like you're always driving to somewhere early in the morning, Jody girl. I didn't know if you worked or you went to a certain job or something. Not meaning to pry, but oh look, Jody girl's giving us all flags for the Veterans Day. Such a patriotic lady is Jody girl. That's what she is. Welcome to the panel, Dark Knight. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, LOLLY.
You okay?
No.
Why not? Everything's okay. Happy Veterans Day. I'm gonna put a link in the hey, Michelle, get ready over here. I'm gonna put a link in the
I
chat
sent it to
for you.
her.
Huh?
I sent it to her already.
Oh, did you? You were able to? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
I
I'm not
use.
gonna do that. I didn't want to do that, but I would for her, for our sister. I would. But if you send
I
it to her, that would be
I
good.
did it. I did it through Facebook.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Well,
Mhm.
what's wrong? Is everything okay? Tell me about it. Is there anything I can do?
Me and Michelle are done with Mark Terry.
Oh, what happened? I was watching a little bit last night where Mark Terry dared to kick Anderson out of there. So what happened? Did you guys go back to try to defend him, or what happened?
No, I did. I went to Anderson's live stream and I didn't say nothing to him about him. I was,
Yeah.
and he said, "Oh, we're big flip floppers."
He took it out on you because he knows you guys like Anderson Henderson. That's what he did, I bet.
He told me I can leave. That's what he said. If you guys want to go, you can go. That's what he
Wow.
said.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's not that good. I don't really have a lot to do with him. I'm polite when he comes around because I've had issues with him in the past, but
Michelle, text
he's
you.
no good. He's no good anyway. You're 10,000 times better than that guy. He's a big flip-flopper himself, man. You
Michelle,
and
text you.
Michelle are so much better.
Michelle, text your test message. Look for Lolly Cunningham.
He sent you the link, Michelle. Come on up here, honey. We got to get our show going for this morning. We need you in here, man. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. That's nothing to be upset about. You've been thrown out of better places than Mark Terry's place, man, or stepped out or asked to leave. It's Happy Veterans Day. Don't be upset about that. That's why he doesn't have many people in his chat, because he treats people not very good. Jody Girl said, "Isn't Mark close with who's MM?" Jody Girl. I'm not sure who MM is. I didn't know you can make those little flags. That's really pretty.
Fuck you, Mark Terry. Stupid bastard.
Yeah, that's right. He's a mess. He's a mess, is what he is. He's two-faced too, because he'll say everything nice to your face, and then when you're not around, he'll talk bad on you. That's what he's done to me before. But we have been on better terms in the more recent times. But in the past, we have had some really bad issues. And then I tried to be more civil to him more lately. But I've had reports that he's had some things not so nice to say about me.
Mm.
Good morning, Marilyn Mike. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. When are you going to come up on my panel and talk for a little bit, Marilyn Mike? I've been wanting to talk to you something over with you.
Put the link in the chat because I think Michelle can't. She couldn't find it, I guess.
Okay. Okay, we're going to put the link in the chat for just a few minutes here for Marilyn Mike and for Michelle K. So, Michelle K, get ready. And Marilyn Mike, I need your beautiful personage to get up here on the chat, up on the panel. I need to talk to you. But Marilyn Mike, I need you to be on your best behavior. Can you promise me you're going to be on your best behavior, sir? Here's your link, Michelle. Come on and get it. Are you there, Michelle? You ready? Okay, Michelle, you ready? I didn't even know you had a Twitter. We got to get signed up on Twitter, but here it is. Click it right down here in the chat, Michelle. We're going to have to make sure we have I need to make sure I have your Twitter, and I'll have to send it to you in Twitter if you have one, and that will solve that problem for sure. That way I can send it to you just to your Twitter.
I think she does have it, but she doesn't use it.
Well, she just said that I could send it to her on her Twitter. I had no idea she had a Twitter. That would be even better for me because I could send it to both of you on each of your own Twitter.
The way I got into mine, I had to use Facebook to come up.
Okay, Mike, yes, email me and I can send you a link there, and we can talk on the email as well. Yeah, because I gave out that email. I hope you copied it yesterday. I'm hoping.
It's probably Michelle, because I heard a beep in the backstage.
That's her, yeah.
Hey, sis. I have you on Twitter now, sis, Lolly.
Okay, what is your name? Tell me your name that's on Twitter.
Or it probably is. It's probably this. You're going to see the same profile picture as this?
Yeah. Just tell me what at what. Don't know. I've got
I don't know about
13,000 people
that.
to go through, so just tell me the name.
I put it in private chat for you. It's either under this one or it's under a certain one. I just sent you one on Twitter.
Okay.
Sis, I just need you to follow me.
I see that, but what is it at? What is after the at? At something.
I don't know how to do any of that, sweetheart.
You don't know what your name is on Twitter?
I don't know, sis.
Okay, listen, look, I'm going to write in the chat, I'm going to write my name on Twitter, and you send me a message from your Twitter, and that way I'll know what your name is on Twitter.
I did send you a message.
On Twitter?
Yeah, honey.
Koyak.
I don't understand. Anyway, I'm going to put my Twitter name.
Are you hear me?
Anybody that's interested.
Wait, I got to come right back.
No, listen, you can stay. Just look in private chat.
I'm like backstage and I'm up here. I'm backstage and I'm up there.
Okay, but wait, just calm down. Everything's good. Everything's good. You're on the panel. Let me get everybody straight here. You're on the panel, Michelle. Calm down.
Hold on,
Everything's
Michelle.
great.
Something's going on. Hold on. So I was trying to check Twitter. But
you don't have to leave the panel. Do not leave the panel.
No. Don't leave, Michelle. Stay
on the panel. Everything's cool. We're gonna start. We can figure all this out later. No problem.
Yeah.
No, I can't because there's two of me. Okay, you figured it out. Thanks, sis. Because I was up echoing. So I have two of me's right now. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's not two
But that's me on Twitter. That's me, honey.
These people down here. These people down here are going to be disappearing shortly. Give me a minute.
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on, sweetheart.
Okay. That's definitely me on Twitter. I need you to follow me too. Sure. I don't know your channel thing. I can't find you on Twitter exactly.
Okay, we'll figure that out later. Forget about it. You're up on panel. Okay. That was the goal.
But that was definitely me, and I also sent you a thing in your messaging.
Okay, I'll look for there in a minute. Good morning, Kimberly Star with an R.
Hey, Kimberly. What's up, sweetheart?
You can use that link I just put in there for Michelle.
Monica. Come up, Monica. Come up, Kimberly. You're both good people. Come up.
I'm waiting for Mike. I think this is Mike here.
Yeah, he's backstage, honey, because I heard that beep.
There he is.
Okay.
There he is. Okay, let's start out with
What's up, Lolly?
Hey, Marilyn Mike.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Marilyn Mike.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm just waking up.
Mike?
Are you?
No, I'm just getting up.
Yeah.
Just waking up.
Yeah. What's up with you guys?
Yesterday did
Nothing
like
much.
super
We're
protection
just getting ready to have
pilot
our
thing.
business
Because
meeting of the day.
Mountain
It's
John.
scheduled.
Mountain John's a
Okay.
piece of shit. Mark Terry's a piece of shit. You'll never see me and Mark Terry's ever again. He's a piece of shit because I stuck up for Anderson. So fuck
You,
you, Mark Terry. Fuck
you
you, Mark
got
Terry.
would you
Fuck.
guys get in an argument with him or something?
No, he kept on fucking with Anderson when Anderson went on Mark Terry's channel. And he's the one who fucking
Oh.
screamed. It's Mark Terry, not fucking Anderson. And I stuck up for Anderson. That motherfucker doesn't like me. Fuck you, you piece of shit. You're a scumbag anyway, Mark Terry. Fuck you, Mark. Fuck
I
you,
don't
even if you're listening. Fuck you. And I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
I don't know if
support
I
his wife's
believe
channel. Because
I don't know if I believe
when his
half that
wife's
shit.
channel,
Sometimes they play games.
listen, hon, when you don't fucking sub for Mrs. Terry, because you do that and get hers monetized, all that shit's gonna go to him. Trust me, believe me. Because when I was able to work as a veterinary tech and a licensed pharmacy tech, I should be at least a fucking millionaire by now. But you know what I fucking did? I gave it to my ex-husband and I gave it to my ex-boyfriend. So my money, there is no fucking money anymore. I don't have any fucking money. I thought I'd be able
I'm
to work
sorry
with
that
God's
happened,
plan.
Michelle.
Thank you. But I know how the fuck this works. He wants his fucking wife's channel so goddamn monetized. Where do you think he goes around throwing it all over the place? Because he wants everyone to support Mrs. Terry, even though she's a sweet lady. But he's using his wife for fucking donations. I fucking know it. And he wants her fucking channel monetized. So that's the way that he
I,
can get monetized, by having Mrs. Terry monetized. And all those donations are
I
going to go
don't
to
have
him.
anything to do with that. That's
I know.
Show's business.
He's a fucking asshole. I know how this is going to work out. All those donations thrown to Mark Terry, and he's gonna call all those
You're
idiots.
not gonna see me over there either, Mark. I mean, Mike.
No, I unsubscribe from all of this
That's
shit.
I understand. That's Shaw's
I'm
business and stuff.
done. I'm done. I'm
We're
done,
done.
Mark Terry. You're done. And I just threw out what I know what Mr. Terry's gonna do because I fucking been there, done that. Thank you, Mark Terry. Think that everyone's gonna support sweet fucking Tracy or Terry. I'm sorry, Tracy. Tracy's a real name, right? Tracy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tracy's a sweetheart.
I know, and she's going to give all those donations to Mark. Trust me on my word, because that's how I was with my ex-boyfriend and my ex-husband. I've been there, done that. No, I know how this fucking shit works. He wants that monetized so he can get those goddamn donations, not from Tracy. It's not going to go to Tracy. It's going to go to Mark.
Yeah. Well, that's anyone's choice to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it so he doesn't get monetized any which way. Fucking Mark.
Well, good
Fuck
Yeah.
you,
morning,
Mark.
Mark. I mean, Mike. I'm
Is
still
there?
going
Is,
on from the next day to the next day.
It's
Hey, Mike.
okay. It's
sure.
Mike,
What's up,
what the hell?
Lolly?
You still
been
got
rough.
this crazy mask face going on here on your
Oh,
icon. That's
oh,
kind of
that's my.
cute from Halloween or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's actually a young girl that does makeup work. She's actually like 9 years old. She just turned
Yeah,
10. She actually does her own makeup work and stuff.
yeah, that's a really cool looking icon. Really
Yeah, it's
cool.
pretty cool that a young girl can do that.
Yeah,
She's
fancy,
pretty
fancy.
famous on Instagram and shit.
Yeah, that's fancy looking for sure.
Yeah.
But of
That's
course, you're
awesome,
even
Mike.
fancier looking young man.
Thank you,
Hello,
Lolly.
Rybug. Welcome to the chat. Hello, Mr. Justin Mito with his music and vlogs is here to stay as well. We got Marilyn Mike up on the channel, up on the panel. We got Miss Michelle K. We got Batman, our head of security, the Dark Knight, and we have Lolly. Yep.
How's
I'm gonna put
everything,
myself
Lolly?
on mute
You
real
all
quick,
right?
Ollie.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic.
That's good.
I'm doing fantastic. I got rid of some baggage, so to say, and I'm feeling great. Feeling fantastic. So I'm flipping down through my list, and I had you penciled in, Mike. Had you penciled in on my list, so I thought I needed to talk to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm
What's up,
saying?
Lolly? Everything okay?
Yeah, they're doing fantastic. You know, I always do pretty fantastic. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck about
I
no.
can't listen to that. Yeah, it's so cute.
You know me, Mike. I don't give a flying fuck about nothing. Do not.
I know.
You know how it goes. Yeah, what you been up to, Mike? What's been going on in your life?
Nothing. Just working and spending time with the family. That's about it.
What's your plans for Thanksgiving going on? You gonna have a big Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Right.
We always do.
Are you the one that told me that you're gonna do some fried turkeys, or what's
Oh
how many?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we always do those.
How many do you do?
A couple. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I've heard of these tragedies. I hope you do them, pretty far outside from your house, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've done.
You're talented at the.
Yeah, yeah. I've done it
Yeah.
for a
Okay. I
while.
don't want to hear
Yeah,
no fire stories. Okay. Cool. Because I
yeah,
have eaten those, and they are very juicy and tasty.
yeah. It's the
Mhm.
best way to go.
Yeah.
Once you've had it, it's the only way to eat it.
Yeah. They do taste pretty good.
It
Now,
it actually is pretty dangerous.
yeah, it is. I mean, I've seen some pretty bad deals where they put it right in their carport, and then it's crispy critters the next day,
Yeah,
or the
no,
landscape of their house.
no. I'm not burning anything down.
Yeah. Well, listen. Okay. Well, tell us, what is the number of guests and/or family members that are going to be seated at your Thanksgiving table? Give us a round number.
I don't know, 30.
30, about around 30. Well, that's good. You got a big family and friends and
Yeah,
guests. That'll be cool. You must have a big place where you can accommodate all those people. That's wonderful. A big
Yeah.
family group.
yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's nice. Very good. Very good. Now, how's your garage? Not a garage, but how's your collection of your washer and dryers and stuff like that
Oh,
business?
they're going good. I'm staying real busy.
That's wonderful. That's great.
Yeah,
Right, but
half of YouTube tries to acquire my services, so it's been
oh,
very
really?
difficult. Oh yeah.
That's great. Now, Rybug says she is also going to be deep frying this year.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's delicious.
yeah. A lot
I
of
highly recommend it.
we've been interviewing. This is kind of like the theme this week. What are you going to have now? What is your favorite side dish that you have that you like for Thanksgiving dinner?
I don't know. It's either the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows or maybe green bean casserole. I think.
Okay, that's too good. Now I'm keeping track, and at the end of right before Thanksgiving, I'm going to give the list of the top or whatever what were the top 10 side dishes, and whether you want turkey, ham, or whatever main dishes. Well, that's good. So we've gotten a couple marshmallow covered, yams or candied
Yeah, I love
said there,
those.
but also
Mm.
that we've gotten several of this green bean casseroles because
Yeah, I love that too.
yeah, I have a
Mm.
fancy green bean casserole dish I make myself.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
delicious.
Yeah, those are good. Okay, okay. Well, how about you, Justin Milo? You tell us your answers. What are your answers on what you're going to have at Thanksgiving? Where you're going to go? You have it at home, or maybe you join another family member or something. And what is your favorite side dish? And do you have turkey, ham, or whatever? So please tell us in the side chat what you like to do. So I think we know about Michelle, but Batman, I don't think we ever heard your answer. Do you have turkey or ham, or do you celebrate Thanksgiving? I'm not sure what country exactly for sure that you.
Dark Knight, why are you muted? You mute your mic, Dark Knight.
Oh, maybe he stepped away.
I
Okay,
don't
we'll
know.
come back
Maybe he's
to you.
upset still or something. I don't know.
Sorry because of my fucking parents. Fuck you, my parents.
Was he upset? Oh, he was
He
upset
said about my
earlier.
parents.
Yeah,
I'm not letting
he
it
Yeah, I
bother
seemed
know
like
he
me. Fuck
was,
him.
but let's
yeah,
give
he
him a
seemed like
moment.
he was
Maybe he'll be
upset.
right
Yeah,
back. Yeah, I was talking to him when we first came in about it. I told him just let it go, Mark Terry will get over it or whatever.
Yeah.
Plenty of people
Sorry if I
yeah,
did.
stuck up for Anderson. He's been my friend since day one. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little thick skin to be on here.
Yeah, you sure
Fucking
have.
damn right you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark, Terry, and I have never been on the best of terms, but lately we kind
I'm
of
still
brought
here.
a truce where we try to be civil to each other.
Yeah, Lolly's had a lot of shit said about her. She's still here.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, mate. Me and Sis Lolly.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. We just want to make
Yeah.
sure you're good. We're good.
I
Hey,
know.
did you ever?
I've told Lolly many times. I don't care what her situation is. She's never done nothing wrong to me.
Yeah. Mike and I are real cool. You know,
No,
we're
I'll
good.
just baseball. Fuck me. Jackass.
Dark
Sleazy.
Knight, did you say if you like turkey or ham? I don't know, remember if you had given me the answer to that. Do you like the turkey or the ham?
I like turkey and ham.
Okay, either one.
I like
And what's
I
your
like both
favorite
too.
Yeah.
side dish at Thanksgiving?
I like
The
stuff,
honey
man. My
ham. I
dad
mean
told me
the
stuff.
yams.
Just
The yams.
The
Yeah.
yams and the green beans.
Yams and
Oh
green
yeah,
beans.
the green beans are the best.
Okay. And if you go
Yes.
to just your family or your everybody together, how many people all together sit down at the table that you go to, Batman?
Probably 30. 30.
Around
wow.
30. Well,
That's
gee,
good.
that's similar to what Mike. You kind of have about the same size family section as Mike. Okay, well, cool. I got all
Yeah.
the panels
Yeah,
numbers.
my dad does make me my homemade stuffing with like
Oh,
the
okay,
liver and
look who
stuff
showed up
like
here.
that.
Anderson Henderson. I hope that's real,
Hey,
Anderson Henderson.
Harrison, buddy, come on up.
Come on up and
How can we get him? Oh, I know. I can send it to his phone. Lonnie, I'm going to send it to his phone, the StreamYard link,
send it to
right?
his phone. That'll
I'm
be
sending
cool.
it to Anderson. Wait, hold on.
Don't let no one porn bomb you, Lolly.
Well, we're gonna make sure it's Anderson.
That's my Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him. It'll be him.
Just in case, put your shield up, Lolly.
Well, I'll put my pineapple shields up. How about that? We'll do that. Did you hear about my pineapple shields, Mike?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you know how sometimes these people send up these stupid pancakes and stuff that throw around? Well, I made these pineapple shields. And what they do, we put the pineapple shields up to shields. And then if people come in and they try to type pancakes in my chat, the result, due to a tech program I put into my chat, if you type those little tiny pancake things, instead of when you type them
The
and then
icons.
you hit enter, the pineapples not the pineapple, but the pancakes briefly show up and then they just disappear. And the other day, night before last,
we can't
Camilla,
do pancakes.
no,
No.
turn your cam on, Anderson, and wave your
Just
fingers.
real quick, honey. Just real quick for her.
Oh, looks like he's making bacon. That sure is him.
That's him.
Yeah,
That's
he's
him.
making bacon.
That'd be our Anderson.
But
Anderson's making breakfast, huh?
you
No, he's baking bacon for his kitty cat and
yeah. We were I had Camilla on the phone. We had slept over. He slept overnight with me. We slept together on the phone. And
oh no,
you
going back to Camilla?
I accidentally left.
How's everything with you and John?
No.
Lolly.
Well, this is what the problem was. We slept overnight together on the phone.
Wait, how come you didn't bring Anderson up? Lolly,
I'm going to finish the story because I know that I won't be able to when you start talking to Anderson. We talking on the phone and he woke me up. We went gone back to sleep, and I had done a panel at 1 a.m. for about an hour, and I thought I turned everything off. I went mute on. I thought I turned the panel off, but Batman and a couple people were here. I shut my camera down, turned my mute on, ended the stream, I thought, and I powered down my whole fucking computer, and I put the cap down, the laptop down, and went back to sleep. My phone was still on with John. We keep both phones on overnight, okay? So then I hear John, Lolly. I said, what? He said, are you online? Are you streaming? I said, well, no. I said, well, I'm sleeping, man. He goes, well, no, you're online. I said, no, I don't think so. And he goes, He goes, well, you are online. I'm looking in here right now. You're online. He said, get in there. He said, there's people in there. He just woke me up out of the dead sleep. I said, well, I can look. I said, I'm going to have to turn my computer back on. I said, it's not on. I said, I can boot it up. It's going to take a minute. And so and while I'm trying to turn my computer on, he goes, what's wrong with your computer? He says, I'm trying to type pancakes in there and they're disappearing. And I said, what do you mean they're disappearing? And he said, well, I'm typing in pancakes and they're disappearing. They go right away. They just dissolve. And I said, well, I've fixed it so nobody can type pancakes in my chat. And he said, well, why you can't do that? I said, well, I did. So apparently I can. Don't tell me I can't do anything. He said, you're not allowed to do that. I said, it's my chat. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, And he said, well, I said, why are you trying to type pancakes in there anyway? And he goes, he said, well, that guy Batman's in there. And I said, well, that's good. I said, he's my moderator. So that's good. If my chat's on, then at least my moderator's in there. I said, what the fuck is the problem? I said, is there a terrorist meeting in there or something? Is there a fire, for fuck's sake? Why are you waking me up at 5 a.m.? That's not a big problem if one of my moderators there and the stream is going. It's not a big emergency, John. That's my people that are in there. Why are you screaming?
The funny thing is that even though you told him that, Lolly, he's still there right now trying to type pancakes in that chat.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's screaming at me. And so I have a military grade security on my computer, so it takes a good while to boot up. It takes about 5 minutes, okay? So he's on the phone with me, of course. He's not physically right with me. And I'm waiting for my computer to boot up. Good morning, Jody girl. Thank you for coming back in, man. Hello, Anderson Radisson. And so while I'm waiting for my computer to come on in, he's going, get Batman off! Get him off! Get him off! I'm like, John, that's my moderator there. He's running my show. I can't even be in there myself. I can't. If I wanted to get him off, I couldn't. And I don't certainly want to get him off because he's running my show. Shut up. And he got mad at me, and I'm like, fuck, just shut up. I'm trying to get this stuff going on. You're waking me up, and then whatever.
That's weird.
But yeah, he got mad about the pancakes. He said, well, how did you make pancakes disappear? That's not even legal. I'm like, what? I said, I can make anything happen in my chat that I want to.
It's not legal.
It's tech. It's a little tech trick. He says, well, you're not allowed to do that. I said, I can do anything in my chat that I care to, John.
Well, he's just so damn dumb. He didn't know that for years you could block out words from a side chat.
Sure,
Yeah, I know, right?
Block out anything.
Hey, Carolyn, to be free. What's up? Good morning.
Hey, Carolyn.
I guess you and John ain't getting along too well either, huh, Anderson?
Well, he had John had a thing, and he tried to beg me to come back to do a co-host. He wanted me to come back full time as co-host. We had a big fight about a week ago, Mike. But he begged me for Tuesday night. Was it Tuesday or Monday night? One of those nights, to come back as a co-host. And so I said, well, I'm not going to come back full time. I said, I could try to come back one night. He said, okay, yeah, come back. So I said, okay, I'll come back one night. And he said, well, be sure and put it on your Twitter. Well, see, he wants me to put it on my Twitter because I've got 13,000 followers. So it brings in a lot of people. So I did that, knowing that this was sounding really fishy to me.
Yeah.
I went ahead and did it, for one night. And I get over there, and I get up on the panel, and he starts talking a little bit. Now, see, this other thing had happened with Batman in the middle of the morning of the night before. So he doesn't, I don't know what the reason is that he doesn't like Dark Knight. Where is Dark Knight? He was just
He's
here.
backstage.
Is he?
I don't see him.
He said that. What's up, Cheap Seats? What's up, Kimberly Star? You got a lot of people in the side chat. They're loving the show, Lolly. I'm loving it too. I'm listening. That's why I typed that, because I was watching this show, and then Michelle said, come up. I said, hell yeah, I'll come up. This is a great morning show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anderson. Cool. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here.
There's the Dark Knight. I found him again.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't even know they had such a rivalry between them. Like it's like Camilo's jealous of Dark Knight just being my friend that helps me out as a moderator and helps run my show for me if I'm not here or if I have some computer difficulties. He knows how to hold down my show. He knows how to hold down my class, my chat. And he did a great job on that Monday morning holding down my chat when I got stuck in the thing, even though I got booted down my computer. I got stuck up in the whatever, and my show was running. And my friend, my moderator, Dark Knight, held down my show all fucking morning in the middle of the night. And I really want to thank you for that, Dark Knight. I have thanked him already, but publicly.
Thank
He did a
you.
fabulous
Thanks.
job
That's
for me.
amazing, Dark Knight.
Fabulous
That's
job.
loyalty.
Loyal, friend, moderator, exactly.
Yeah.
Very loyal guy.
Very
Right?
loyal, very loyal.
Yeah. I don't know why David Golden don't
Mark
like
Terry,
him.
we're done with you. Me
Terry, I'm
and
done with you. You
mm,
made a full thing.
Good
Just
me
morning,
and
like a
Michelle are
feeling.
TC.
done
Just
talking
something
about
Good morning,
from
politics.
Carolyn, to be
her.
free.
You
Good
know you're
morning,
a
proud
scumbag.
member of LGBFJB. I thought it was going to be LGBTBQ. I love Lolly and Anderson forever. How nice. Lovely. Cheap Seats. Joey's here. Joey, Cheap Seats. And Patty Pearl, good morning. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning,
Appreciate
Patty.
everybody coming in today. Yeah, we're already up to like 35 people. That's wonderful this early in the morning. I barely am usually awake at this early.
Yeah, right.
My sleeping hours are real weird now this week.
Yeah.
We're all kind of off, aren't we, Michelle?
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah, lately. Yeah.
Well, Anderson, I didn't get to come by your show last night, but I did watch bits and pieces of it. I saw that you guys had a great show. I was wanting to come
Then he had
on
a
there.
problem with his phone or something. I don't
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the part I was seeing. It seemed like you're having more problems with your audio and your phone and everything. I
Yeah,
was kind of
I
waiting
actually
around to see if you got that cleared up. I was going to try to come up, but then something else came
yeah,
up.
I think I actually got it fixed though. The other day I got some chocolate into the little earpiece on my phone because
Oh
I put it in
no!
my back pocket with a candy bar and it melted and then I had to clean the
know.
chocolate out, so I was just cleaning that out and there was a
Oh
little. It's all
no.
good now though. It's all fixed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now LGBFJB wants one of you wants the Dark Knight to explain what's the problem that you guys had over at Mark's. If you could give a brief explanation about what happened, Dark Knight.
I stood up for Anderson when Mark Terry kept on throwing Anderson down, and Mark Terry went on to Anderson's and was being a buffoon. And then I stuck up for Anderson, and he's like, "You're hard block, Michelle K." Blah blah blah.
Oh, so he took it out on you and Dark Knight because you stood up and were loyal to Anderson.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, it
I
always
didn't say
happens
nothing.
because I've
association,
known Anderson a
the
lot
guilt by
longer than Mark
association.
Terry.
Yeah, he stood up guilt by association. He was mean to you
I
and
didn't
Dark
say
Knight.
nothing. I didn't say nothing. I was being quiet.
And I was the one who fucking said it. Like, you don't
And you
fuck
said
with
I can leave.
Anderson. I've known him for a long time. Fuck you, Mark Terry. I don't know you that well. Fuck you.
Wow,
Fuck
you just
you.
hang over here with us. We have more fun over here anyway, Michelle. Didn't we have
You
fun?
and
We had
Anderson.
a great show yesterday, Anderson. You know who came by? Mr. Vlogger came
Yeah.
Oh, he
by,
did?
and we
Oh,
had a.
that's one of my favorite guys.
Well, did you
Yeah?
see? You have to run by and see that replay. We had him over here for maybe 2 hours about Michelle
Wasn't
and
it?
I and Dark Knight and Mr. Vlogger
Yeah.
chatted for about an hour and a half or 2
Ah,
hours.
why
It
didn't
was
I
a
send it?
fabulous show. It was really
Yeah,
funny.
Next time I'll send it to you.
yeah,
He
Mr.
was
Vlogger, he
he
was
was
always in
funny
my
as
side chat being funny as hell. He
Yeah,
made
he's
me
real funny
laugh.
on panel too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He actually does make you laugh in the side chat. A lot of people type in the side chat, but some people are just on that higher level, and he happened to be one of them.
Right. Yeah, I'll probably do a clip of that one part of
he
the
is
show
funny
and
as I
replay that
like.
a few
Well, I
times.
mean, I saw him
I
on
was
there for a few
bawling
minutes,
laughing.
but I would rewatch the whole thing. Knowing that I just got done having to re-watch a Melton John live stream to catch up with all the garbage and lies he said. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you and Melton are arguing too, ain't you, Anderson?
Yeah. Yeah,
My
I'm
WhatsApp
probably
was
gonna
a
make
few
a
months
little
ago.
clip of that, just
Yep.
that section of his part with him with the Mr. Vlogger on it, and do a little short replays when we have a slow time in the show, and let a lot of other
Oh
people
yeah, that'd be
enjoy his
great. Yeah. Oh,
genius.
that's a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
never
gonna do
thought of
that.
that. You could go back and play clips from yesterday's show, even.
Yeah, I do that sometimes in the early morning when it's slower, and just have a replay start the show, and then as it gets later in the morning and start of the morning after 7 or 8, and go into when the people talking. But
Oh
definitely I'll
yeah.
do that because it was a classic comedy. Now, didn't we have a lot of fun, Michelle, with Mr. Vlogger?
Yeah,
He was,
I didn't even think of it. I should have sent a link to
Yeah.
Anderson though. That kind of pisses me off.
yeah, but we'll play it, and Anderson, I'm sure he'll catch one of the replays
Oh
because it was a good
yeah.
hour and a half.
I should
It
have
was like a
fucking
show
sent.
in and of itself.
No, I'm sure there's a lot of information I'm going to need to know from that hour and a half, so I'll
Well,
definitely put that
he
on
was
my list
telling
to
all
watch.
about the beginning of Voight, because he really originated the Voight, and he was saying that people that call themselves OGs maybe really should be calling themselves BGs because it was before Google. That's when it started in
That's what that
2007.
was before it was.
2007.
Okay.
Remember how he talked
I'm,
about that, Michelle? That it
Yeah,
was instead of BG, instead of OG, it
Yeah.
should be BG before
before
Google.
Google.
Google was
right.
bought.
That's true.
Google bought
That's a pretty
YouTube
that's a pretty funny
2007.
thing for him to come up with.
Yeah, he came up with that, and then he was saying how he started
Yeah.
the first show because supposedly he says he is the originator of Voight and had the first shows in the Voight, calling it the below of the YouTube or something like
No,
that.
I totally believe him, and the consensus and everyone agrees he was the first. That's not even up for
Yeah,
debate. It was
yeah, that's
everyone
what I'm
thought it was
thinking.
Sig, and it wasn't. It wasn't Sig.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know why some
that's
people ever thought that.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
why
know.
I'm going to make a separate clip, maybe even make it into a separate little video.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to do that, right? If I clip out of my stream and make it into a video, right? Could I do
Yeah,
that
yeah, you can
legally?
do that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and have
yeah.
an extra video
Yeah.
because it's kind of got that historic information he's relating about Boyd. I think that might be something good for people to be able to see. But
Oh,
I'll also
definitely.
use it as a replay when I do some of these streams because it was some historical information, and I just always have admired him. Another thing we were talking to him about, I made a really nice compliment to him that he's like a really he's a vintage puppeteer, excellent creator. You have to be it's something to be able to do what he does. You have to be able to build those puppets. You have to be able to do impressions of the characters you're attempting to portray. You have to be able to write the skits. You have to write the copy. You have to be able to act out the stuff. That takes a certain kind of a person to be able to do all of that. You have to be a multi-talented individual. Don't you agree, Anderson?
Oh, definitely. I think that's where me and him kind of identify with each other is that we can both do different voices, and he does that with
Hmm.
puppets. I just do it,
Right.
for fun. But I
Yeah.
think he's definitely got that brain that was wired in a special way where he can empathize with other people on a different level. That's why he can do other characters.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, I really appreciated him spending that much time with us. I felt really kind of honored that he would stayed here that long because he was playing along, and he kind of like was kidding us around, like how everybody says, even Anderson kids me about how I block people. Well, we really weren't blocking that many people. It was a little bit slow at the time of the day that we were and we did a stream with no notifications, just a sudden stream. So we only had like maybe about 15 people. It was kind of quiet. So we were just playing around and talking. Well, he came in and we got to go and talking with each other. And he
Yeah.
started telling us all this stuff about the history of Boyd and all, we were just having fun in and of ourselves. We weren't really paying a lot of attention to the chat. But as people came in, he kept telling us to block this one, to block that one. And it was a laughing stock. We were just laughing at each other, laughing at ourselves. It was just so funny. So I definitely will fix it up so I can do some replays and maybe make a separate
Yeah.
video for sure.
Well,
For
here's the
sure.
thing that people don't get is that you all don't understand how much of a treat that was that he was willing to just randomly open up and tell you the history. 'Cause most people don't know it, and most people that do won't
Exactly.
do that.
That's why I was so
Yeah,
You
proud
know?
that he came and was on my
Yeah.
show, and I got that lovely historical lesson from him. Hey, Karen the Cat Ninja. Lovely to see you this morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
Carolyn Chibi Free.
What's up,
Good
Karen?
morning.
How you doing?
Now,
Good morning, Karen.
it is today, people. It is Veterans Day, so I
Yep.
want to say Happy Veterans
Yep.
Day, and
Woo!
thank all the gentlemen and ladies that served
Happy
our
Veterans
country
Day.
and helped to make our country free. So happy
Yep.
Veterans Day to all the veterans in our country and to all those that have served in the past and gave their lives for our country and
Yep.
our country's freedom. So thank you for your service, everybody who in here or out of there or everywhere who was a veteran or is currently serving. Thank you for your service. Woo.
I second that motion.
Look
Yeah.
at
All right,
LGB.
Lolly.
Let's
I'm
go,
gonna pop
Brandon.
down.
I'll agree
I'm
with
gonna
that. Let's go,
I'm gonna
Brandon.
get up and start getting ready, Lolly,
Okay,
to do
well,
some
I
work and
appreciate
stuff.
you coming in, Mike.
But
Please.
I'll try to email you today or something
Yeah,
like that
email
to
me
stay in
today.
Come
contact.
up to Anderson's when you can, man.
discuss our business arrangements, Mike.
Come up to
Okay.
Anderson's when you can, Mike.
What is it?
I love your
Come up-
voice, Mike.
Come up to Anderson's whenever you can, Mike.
Yeah, I go over to Anderson's every
Yeah,
now and then.
stop in, dude. I'll talk to you.
Yeah. I've been over there before. I just don't like if Botter plays the fucking time this person out game. I don't do all that gay
Just
shit.
come up on
Botter.
Twitter.
Botter
Yeah,
ain't got no power in my side chat.
No, Botter doesn't have that.
Oh well,
Well,
good
you have
then.
to spend like $7, I think, for a week for a wrench or something.
Nope.
I ain't
That's
buying no
5 for
goddamn
7, but
wrench.
Botter ain't got a wrench.
No.
Oh,
I don't
good
think
then.
Otter has a wrench in there.
No, he doesn't.
All right, yeah, I'll stop by sometime.
Well, thank you
Alright.
for coming up, Mike. I really appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me, Lolly. I'll talk to you later, huh?
I'd love to
All
have
right,
you, Mike. I'd love
Come
to.
by Anderson's.
have a good day, everybody. All
And I
right,
really did
Take
like
care, Mike.
that icon. Tell that little girl that made it it's beautiful.
You too, Mike.
I will. All right, bye, guys.
Okay, good night. See you later. Have a good day. Thanks for coming by.
Bye, Mike. Take care, bro.
Yeah, that's cute. He said the little girl in some little art school made that icon of that mask, like with all the little nails in there, like some Halloween mask or something. So he's a new icon he's using. So did you have a good night, Anderson? Sleep well?
Yeah, I just had a pretty decent night. Got up and tried to clean and sweep, fed Carmine some bacon, and just try to roll through the day and study this game I'm in, and be more into this game than I've ever been before. And I've always been deep in the game, but now I'm just like really going to the next level. So that's what I'm.
Good.
There you go.
It was a funny thing last night. Also, Mr. Vlogger, we were talking a little bit about you, Anderson. He brought you up and was saying that you were like an up and coming thing, just right on the brink of hitting stardom, really hard, fast, and, ready to break out, a breakout star. You're just right at the top.
Yeah.
You didn't know right for sure what you're going to need to hit the pin, the top of everything. But he was really saying you're right there, man.
Yeah, well, the thing is that like when people get to the so-called top, it's hard to stay there, and a lot of times they fall. But what they don't realize is that when they get there, they're going to get all this power. How are they going to use it? And a lot of times it's easy for people around you to corrupt you and make you use that power in a bad way, especially when there's very intelligent, manipulative people that will get close to you and whatever. So when you get all that power and that money, you have to really be nice, or you're going to get whacked pretty quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Superwoman. And Rybug says that character on Mike's icon is Pinhead from the Hellraiser movie. Okay, well, thank you for letting us know the character name. I didn't know. I really like the color scheme of it, kind of light blue and blue. I like the way that looked.
I've never seen that movie. Have you?
No, I have not. I don't watch a lot of those horror movies, but I've seen the movie, that type of character like that with those nails in the face, and another sort of a movie. Not that I've seen, but I've seen the trailers of.
What movies do you watch, if you watch them?
Yeah, I watch movies. I like to watch movies about computers, high-tech stuff. I like to watch the old movies, black and white movies, Hitchcock movies. I like to watch some of the Stanley Kubrick movies, Shining movies, some of those movies, Stephen King adapted to movies. I love Stephen King movies that have been adapted to film.
I got a
now,
movie for you.
there is one thing that we have to clear up, Anderson.
Right.
My favorite movie of all times, and I'm very upset at you, Anderson. Not at you, but I'm sorry that you have never had the opportunity, Anderson, to be given or have the opportunity to watch this one certain film, because apparently, you know, you just wasn't in your put in before you, because it's the greatest film of all time. And since you're such a film lover and such a studier of film, we're going to have to get you this film, because you're going to have to watch it, review it, study it, because it's one of the best films that was, you know, many Oscars were given from this film. I think probably 6 or 8 Oscars were won by it. The first Black African American woman that won an Oscar in this film. Many others were given. Clark Gable won an Oscar, several other ones. But this film was Gone with the Wind. And I heard you say on one of your streams that you really were not familiar with the book or the film. Is that really true?
I've never seen the movie and I've never read the book.
Oh my fucking God. Okay, well, I'm going to clear that up for sure. Yes, you have got to see the film, first of all, and read the book. And this is going to be part of your education, your LOLLY education. We're going to be getting you a book of Gone with the Wind and the movie. So, yes, you got to be reading it and watching the movie, Anderson. It's the best movie ever made.
Thank you. And you know what my favorite movie ever is Heat, and it was directed by Michael Mann. Now, I've never seen this movie, but since you like movies about computer tech, he made a movie called Black Hat. And I've never seen it, but I think you might like it if you like movies about
I think I've seen that one. I believe I have.
Yeah, did you like it?
Hat. Yeah. I'm a white hat.
So me and Lolly were talking about how much money I saved so far, and it's what, 78? 58 came from you, Anderson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're still trying to get her Michelle K's fur coat, and you know, we're still working on that. We think we can get it by Christmas if we get enough donations.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. I'm gonna put that last section of donations in to top it off to make it go over the top.
Oh, that'd be great. I hope Michelle gets the coat. You know, I really hope
I'm
she
sure
can do
she
that
will
thing.
by Christmas.
Yeah, and you know what, David Boldo out there, if he's listening, which I know he is, hey Noodles, the only ever Anderson Henderson autograph that I've ever signed, I gave to Michelle K, and I'll never sign another one. So, David, if you want that, you might make her an offer right now before the price goes up, buddy.
I don't even think I'd sell it for any amount of money. David, would you like to see it? Wait, put me on full in a minute, Lolly. Put me on full screen. Hold on, sis. Hold on. Here we are. Next see, please.
Good morning, Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine, sweetie. Hope you're feeling better. Okay, Lolly, put me up on my screen.
Okay. Good morning, Jasmine Star.
No, put me on high.
Yeah, I'm trying to find you.
That's okay, sweetheart.
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on, honey. Ooh.
Almost there, Lolly.
There you go. There's a...
No, I'm not full screen though, honey.
Yeah, I don't really know how to do it.
No.
Okay.
You're willing. Take some time, maybe. Better than nothing.
Click on her. Click on her.
And then
click on her.
It says Legends.
Yeah.
Legend. See that, Baldo? Nobody's gonna ever be able to have one of these.
What
you
is
see
that?
David?
That's Anderson.
Now I'll
Was
tell a
that
little bit of the back.
autograph?
It's an autograph signed
Oh,
from.
Right, but I can tell you why I did this is because he tried to have me scam everybody by signing a bunch of my trash and sell my autograph on it. I said no, I'll never do it. And then I said I'll only sign one autograph, and it was for Michelle. And I was hoping that he would make her an offer for that coat since he can buy a house. He said, remember, he said he's got enough money to buy a house. He can buy her that coat for that autograph.
Right.
if he has enough money to buy a house, why is he rolling his own cigarettes?
I don't know. He's crazy. He wants to give me a cigarette rolling machine. I don't want that. I want my goddamn fur coat. You dumbass. I don't want no
He doesn't
goddamn
have enough
rolling
money to
machine.
buy a freaking house. Give me a break.
You know, dumbass.
Okay, FJB says, what is an autograph? Now, an autograph, I'm not sure if you're not from this country or what, but an autograph is when a celebrity or a person signs an autograph or writes their name down on a piece of paper or on a book or on a special object and gives it to a fan or someone else. Now, LJB says, well, I'm going to sell my screenshot of Anderson's autograph for $50. Now they took a screenshot of her holding up her thing. Well, if you sell a screenshot of the Lolly Cunningham show, I'm going to have to charge you a royalty fee. So get in touch with me and I'll let you know what the royalty fee of taking a screenshot and trying to make money off of it. Get in touch with me, LGB, FJB, and I'll let you know what the cost of that is.
Nobody's going to want that.
Superwoman says she finds free cigarettes in parking lots.
What?
Superwoman said she finds free cigarettes in parking lots. Well, good for you, Superwoman. Well, that's fun. That sounds like Rich Life used to find that money in the parking lots all the time. Then LGB said, no, I said, what an autograph like, wow, oh, you're praising about the autograph. Well, it's a good thing I wasn't able to put it in full view. She would have gotten more than $50. Yeah, we got a little tiny picture instead of a full.
I know, that ain't gonna go very far. That's true.
LGB says, oh, Lolly, you crack me up. Well, the people tell me that. I don't really try to be funny. It just comes out naturally. Don't know why. But I like it. I like it when LGB says, let's go, Brandon. You know what that means? If you guys are aware of this, let's go, Brandon, little chant that everybody says, and on the media they say it at some of the rallies.
Yeah.
Is anybody aware of what that means?
No, what does it mean?
Let's go, Brandon. It is came up at some school football game or a college game or something, but when you say it really fast together, that's everybody say, let's go, Brandon. You know, it sounds like when you have several people say it together, it's like sounds like fuck you, Biden. And so
okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're saying, let's go, Brandon, because it sounds better on television and they can broadcast it. So it's kind of a euphemism for fuck you, Biden.
Yeah, I miss President Trump. It's the only president I can
Now I got you.
What did you say, Michelle? The only president what?
No, I still believe President Trump is in office.
Oh, yeah, President Trump will be in office in 2024.
Who's Biden? Who's Cruella DeVille? I mean, Kamala Harris. People talk about them, but it's still President Trump in my mind.
Me too, Michelle. He'll be back.
I'm ignorant, but
he'll be back.
Toucan Sam in the background.
2024. Hey, Jody. Jody says FBI. What does that stand for, Jody? Tell us what that stands for.
What was that?
Jody has put a hashtag FU. Maybe that's for FU Biden. FUBI.
There you go.
Okay. You go. That must be FUBI for fuck you, Biden. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll go with it.
I thought Joe Biden retired already. Is he still the president?
I thought it was President Trump,
Unfortunately,
huh?
I call him Biden.
Yes.
I don't care for the gentleman. I don't consider him the president,
He's
but
Cruella de Vil. I mean, Sean
he sits over
Morales.
there
I
in the
don't know.
office at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Anderson. But the president right now is Barack Obama.
Nah, yeah, well, seems like it, right?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, yeah, he's running it. He's running the show. He's running the show. That's right, Arise Chicken 2024 is it coming, and he'll be coming down the road with Trump.
Biden's nothing but a puppet to them all.
Oh,
He's
look
an
here.
I thought Joe
Jerry
Biden quit
Bowler,
being president and he got a job at McDonald's.
the
So did
birthday
I.
boy.
That's a good one, huh? I like
The
that one.
birthday boy has arrived. Jerry Bowler has arrived. He's one day older. He says, "Hello, Lolly Cunningham, and my bestie, Batman." Good to see you, Jerry Bowler. Welcome to the
Hey,
chat.
Harry Bomber.
And then LGB says, "Oh my God, Biden poos his depends." Oh, that I don't want to hear about that. Does he wear depends? Really? That's kind of harsh. Arise Chick says Biden is a husk. Jody said Jerry is a troll. Oh, Jerry said she's asking Jerry to please troll more. Superwoman says Biden is the best president. I'm voting for him in 2024. Well, good luck. You're going to waste your vote because 2024 Biden will be done
President
and
Trump
will be elected in 2024. Yay, Trump. Okay.
Right, that is the consensus. And, I voted for Trump the first time. I didn't even vote at all the second time because I thought Trump would win. This time I'll have to vote again.
Yeah, we have to get all out and go vote for Trump, and we'll get everything we'll get back together because I have not certainly been happy. I didn't vote for Biden for sure, and I've certainly not been happy with what has been happening since he has been sitting over there at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Well, my prediction is that when Trump runs again, he's going to get the biggest numbers ever for a winning president.
For sure, exactly. I agree with you, Anderson, for sure. Now, Cheap Seat says an anti-Biden group. Love this channel. Well, yeah, we're anti-Biden over here for sure. The leader of the group, Lolly Cunningham, is pro-Trump. Anti-Biden, not so much anti-Biden. I think the man needs to get his retirement. He has early signs, if not full-blown dementia. He's a sweetheart, except for the sniffing of all the children and the upness, that they've kind of covered up, and the sniffing of the children's hair and whatnot. I thought that was PEDO, fuck you, Biden, kind of icky like, but they've kind of brushed it under the rug.
Yep.
Okay, LGB said Trump is as popular as Anderson's autograph. $50 for sale. LOL. Okay, well I hope you get
good try. Ain't gonna work that way because nobody's gonna take it that.
But we'll be watching you. My attorneys will be watching, and we'll come after you for royalties. And
you have that piece of paper in your hand. I fucking do.
We'll be coming after you for royalties, trademark infringement, and Anderson's attorneys will probably also, I'll be speaking for his attorneys. My attorneys will be for him as well. And we'll probably have to have some sort of trademark suits on you. So I would suggest you enjoy your own little screenshot you have as a treasure of yourself and keep it forever. So next.
It's all fake. I mean, it's not even going to be legit that way anyway. So whatever.
Excuse me, Lolly.
Yep.
I have to go because I don't want to be late to work.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in for the early shift today.
David.
We'll see you back later.
Not now, David.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to come early to this.
Or listening, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be
We'll see you later on this afternoon or something, right? We'll come back and visit with us later when you get off work. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. We love you.
We love you.
Stay safe, buddy.
Stay safe and be safe. You have a good rest of the day at work.
Wait.
You're a member of the boy and you work? Wow, he's got a good work ethic and he has a job. That's really wonderful. I'm very proud of you, Dark Knight. He's the head of security at LOLLY, Dark Knight. He works, he has a job, and he takes care of his people and his family. That's wonderful, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight's one of the greatest guys I've met, and I immediately knew he was a good guy. I didn't even have to really get to know him that well. I could already tell.
Yeah.
David Boulder doesn't want anything to do with him, which I don't understand.
Well, David Boulder is an idiot.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Dark Knight, he's gone off to his second job, his full-time job, and he'll be back later on today. That's the best idea, LGB. You frame that and keep it at your house. That's your treasure, and you'll treasure it forever. And that'll be it. Just your prize for being here at the LOLLY Net show, sponsored by LOLLY Net. The Late Night with LOLLY show. It started over late night, sort of, but it's followed right over into the daytime. We got 35 people up in here. I don't even know what time it is. Probably about 9 o'clock in the morning already, a little after 9 o'clock in the morning on Veterans Day, November 11th, 2021.
That's right.
That's right.
We're all lucky to be here today. I mean, an asteroid could have hit Earth yesterday. We could all be gone, but we got another day, so thank you, God.
Yeah, thank you to the Lord for letting us all wake up another day. Well, actually, to me, my days is still like, it seemed like it was still Wednesday or really Thursday. But I did sleep a good number of hours. I really slept more than I sleep. I slept like 7 hours, which is way more than I sleep normally. But I've got that medication for my migraine headaches my doctor gave me. And I had one Tuesday and I took it and it makes me sleep longer and help get rid of the headache. And so then it lingers in for 2 or 3 days. I sleep longer, even though I just took the medicine one time. So I did sleep 7 hours. So I feel a lot better overall, not just for my head. My head feels better, but I feel better altogether. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arise Chicken said, "Happy Veterans Day to all of you who have given so much." Well, thank you, Arise Chicken. And LGB says, "I love God. He is my ultimate father. I can pray for anyone that needs prayer." Well, thank you, LGB. That is very good. It's all good to have as many people pray as for you and with you and about you as possible, is my feeling. And RAS Illusion, welcome to the chat. She or he, whoever is that, says Biden lost the dementia battle 20 years ago. I think you may be correct, sir or madame. I think you may be correct. Welcome to the chat. I don't think I've seen you before. I hope you had a chance maybe to sub up. We do welcome everybody here. I'm glad you came in. Yeah, I think I'll make sure I greeted everybody. That's good. Hey, I don't know if anybody, if you've seen Anderson or Michelle, have you been watching this Rittenhouse trial? Right after the January incident in Washington, this one guy, 18-year-old kid, it was in, I think, Kenosha, Wisconsin. They were having protests, and this one 18-year-old guy named Rittenhouse, they were running around in protest, and he had 2 weapons, 2 armed, like ARs. I don't know for sure the weapons, but 2 long guns. And they were running away from a protest, and this guy with a skateboard was coming up at him with a big long skateboard, like he's going to conk him over the head with it. So, he turned around to look at him, and the guy was getting ready to cream him in the head, which, would probably pretty much kill you, right? If he caught you in the head, like jacked you in the head with a skateboard. So he pointed his rifle at him, and the skateboard guy was, advancing on him. So he kind of like didn't shoot to kill. He shot, trying down toward his legs to try to stop him so he wouldn't be able to hit him in the head with that. I think he injured that one guy. So that guy fell down and away. So he didn't kill him in the head with a hard shot in the head. And then the 2 other guys, it was a mob chasing this one kid. And so these other guys, that angered all the rest of the mob. So the kid kept running down the street, and these other people kept running at him, trying to get him. I don't know why they were thinking they wanted to kill the kid exactly, but they kept running after the kid, and the other people had weapons too. And this other guy, one guy came up and pointed his weapon right at the kid. He had trying to kind of tripped. He fell and was down on the asphalt, and somebody pointed a weapon directly at him. So in self-defense, the 18-year-old Rittenhouse pointed his weapon back and took the guy out in self-defense. Had another guy come up on him, pointed a weapon at him. He took him out as well. He's currently on trial, and he has been testifying yesterday. I think he's going to have some more testifying today. It looks like he's going to end up getting off on self-defense, which I think, based on what I've seen, the tapes and everything, it's a good decision. But yesterday, the big problem was the prosecutors really erred in saying some stuff. The judge, they apparently had some pre-trial conditions set up, and the judge told them what they could discuss and what they could ask of this 18-year-old boy and what they could ask about. And the prosecutors violated several of the rules the judge told them that they couldn't ask about. And after the court yesterday, when the questioning had been going on of Rittenhouse, the young 18-year-old kid that shot 2 people that died in self-defense, he shot them, and the third guy he injured. But after the court questioning yesterday, the judge ripped the tail out of all these prosecutors, and they were going to possibly have give the guy a mistrial because of the severe misconduct of the prosecutors. And if the judge does so find that they did use such egregious misconduct and does decide to give a mistrial, this young boy, 18-year-old guy Rittenhouse, if the judge decides to give a mistrial, they say that it would be given with prejudice, which means that if he gives them a mistrial with prejudice, it will be over and it will be no retrial, which would mean that the boy would be done and there would be no mistrial, would be no further retrial, and that would be the end of the situation for the young man. So they're waiting on this morning to see what the judge is going to do and see if he's going to grant the mistrial or if he's not going to grant it, and they're going to move further on with the trial. This trial's been going on for 7 days, but this yesterday was the first day that Rittenhouse, the defendant, was testifying. So it's kind of been interesting, and I'm waiting to see what the judge is going to rule and see if he's going to grant the mistrial or they're going to continue on with the questioning.
Well, Lolly, what do you think the judge is going to decide?
Well, as mad and angry as the judge was when he was screaming at the prosecutors yesterday, I think it's probably about a 75% chance that he's going to grant the mistrial, because I think in his mind, he probably knows that this child is going to get off on the self-defense anyway because of the tapes and the viewings, because they were making a big point, and they have the guys directly holding their weapons pointing at the kid before he shot back at them, which points out to me, in my mind, if somebody's pointing a deadly weapon at you, you certainly have the right to defend yourself. Wouldn't you agree, Anderson?
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, and they had footage of both of the people that he killed were pointing their weapons at him first. So he had the right to take them out, in my opinion.
But there are people that are angry with Rittenhouse now. Why would they be angry with Rittenhouse when we know that they pulled weapons on him first?
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would be angry at Rittenhouse. The liberal media has been painting him as a white supremacist and all this stuff. He originally came from some church group or something when I originally was start reading about the case, and came to Kenosha to help with people in and around the protests and helped serve food and everything. And then somebody said, well, you know, if you're going to be out there with the protests, be sure you have a weapon to protect yourself. And so one of his friends or something brought him a long gun. So if he was there at night, you know, he would have protection. So that's how he ended up having a long gun there. Now he's only 18 years of age, but he's a well-trained, you know, with his father and his hunting and all this stuff. He's a trained person that knows how to use a weapon. So that's wonderful. I think in America, that's a wonderful thing for a young man to know how to do. And I think he looks like a strong, you know, American young man who knows how to use a weapon. And there's no reason that he shouldn't have a weapon. And I think it's wonderful that he does, and he's been taught how to use a weapon. And he knows how to take care of himself and defend himself. And luckily, there was many people taping things. There was many people, these protesters, they tape, a lot of them YouTubers, tape all the protests going on, and these films were used to show the many different angles that show that he was firing in self-defense to protect himself and keep from being killed himself next. You know what I mean? So I think the judge very likely might grant this mistrial. It's going to be very interesting today to see if he does.
Well, the type of people that he shot, if you look into their history, then you'll find that they weren't necessarily the best people. They were pretty unsavory characters.
This is true. Yeah, that's true. Very, very true.
Because I didn't know, I had forgotten about it, but I did look into that story before, like maybe back when it happened, and I had you revived my memory, and I did remember some of it.
Yeah, they weren't the best characters. You're exactly right, Anderson. They were not. And you know, I don't even know. I wouldn't have needed even to see all this, several different angles of it. They were running after him. The one guy with a skateboard was about to conk him and crack his skull. I mean, for Christ's sake, I don't need 17 angles of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we'll just have to see what the judge says. But I mean, when it comes to judging, it depends on how the judge feels today. Maybe last night the judge developed a brain tumor and he'll make the wrong decision. You never know with a human judge. That's why the wrenching system is mathematically based, because it's not based on what I think. So my wrenching system is good, but with judges, you got to trust them though, because how else can you do it?
Welcome, Do It Yourself with Dean. How are you doing?
It's
He
like
says
what I'm
Democrats will blame Trump somehow. That's probably right. That's probably right.
Anderson, it's like what I'm going through, and my lawyer and the judge and all this fucking shit, for the other thing.
Yeah, the other thing. Is that what's happening with that?
Yeah, it's like crazy now. We're gonna have to restart.
Huh? I guess we'll have to just hope that the right decision is made, and we'll have to live with whatever it is and respect the judge. He is the judge.
I know. I wish I could be a vet tech again. I wish I could be a licensed pharmacy tech again. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Now, RAS Illusion says mistrial standalone gives prosecutors another shot. Well, that may not be correct, RAS, because they stated yesterday that a mistrial with prejudice, which is what the judge will be giving if he finds that the prosecutors acted with egregious misconduct, which is what he is saying that they acted with by violating 2 of his pretrial rules, that it's going to be granted with prejudice, which means there will be no retrial. So with prejudice means there will be no retrial, which means the kid walks, which I would be what he needs to do anyway, because he was acting in self-defense.
I predict he will walk. I don't think they'll convict him or whatever. I think he's going to just.
If he went through the rest of the trial, he's going to walk anyway, because it's purely self-defense in my view. Okay, we don't say the word pancakes in here, DIY, so I'm warning you one time. If you say it again, you're going to get kicked.
You're going to get kicked the fuck out of here, motherfucker. I'm not dealing with that shit now.
Marilyn Mike said he went to the state with a gun with intent to trouble, hence the gun. He went to the state with intent of trouble. No, he did not, Mike. He went to the state to help with the church to do some other things, and his friend brought the gun into the state to him, is what the evidence has shown. He did not enter the state with the gun. His friend brought the gun into the state later.
And regardless, however he got the gun, the fact is these guys were coming at him with weapons. Luckily, he had a gun. It don't matter how he got it.
Yeah, but it was proven a different guy, his friend, brought that gun in later. Now, Superwoman said, "Lolly, it's Dean's birthday today." Oh, now is that Dean Dean, the Prophet Machine? Is that you, Dean? I don't know if that's the same Dean.
No, let me see. I look at the chat. Hold on.
RAS Illusion said, "Judge could do either. Judge could also dismiss charges altogether without merit, aside from a mistrial altogether." Well, the judge could tell everybody to stand on their head. Of course, the judge could do anything, but we'll have to just wait to see what the judge does.
On our heads now.
Yeah, thank you, DIY with Dean. Yeah, please don't use that word, and you'll be good. The DIY said, "Who's the miserable woman that was talking bad to me?" Well, I didn't hear anyone talking bad to you, sorry. Marilyn Mike said that he shouldn't have needed a firearm if you don't have intentions of using it. Well, he didn't really have any intentions of using it. A friend of his brought it to him because he told him he might need it for self-defense, because they were having many protests over the nights that he was there, and he brought it to him so he could protect himself in the violent protesting that had been going on for several nights. Now, RAS Illusion said, "Mike, he went to defend his father's community," which every one of us have a fundamental right. You're literally saying a right is a wrong. Pam Lynn said, "I agree, Marilyn Mike." RAS Illusion said, "You don't need that right to speak then, right, Mike? That's not what you're saying right now. I don't understand that at all. You don't need that right to speak, right, Mike?" I don't get that. You'll have to clarify that, RAS Illusion. "The Second Amendment is no different than the First Amendment." Well, they are clearly two different amendments. You're not making much sense, RAS. DIY with Dean said, "If you pull it, you use it." Well, I agree with that, Dean. If you pull that weapon, you better be ready to use it. You better know how to use it. And yeah, I'll agree with that, Dean. Got rules of engagement. You better pull it if you're going to use it. If you
better hope that it doesn't jam.
Hope it doesn't jam. Exactly.
Don't ever
Mike, you're
don't ever
absolutely
get a
wrong.
fucking
Now, RAS and Mike have two different opinions. Well, we can have two different opinions in here. Everybody's not going to agree. But it doesn't matter which side it is that I agree on. Doesn't even matter. I won't even say which side I agree on. But Mike says you don't get the point. He put himself in it. Well, he was already there helping in the community. His friend was concerned for him and his safety because the violence was beginning to happen in and around the protests. So his friend brought him a long gun so he could protect himself. So then his friend brought the gun over to the state lines. Now the kid had it, the 18-year-old Rittenhouse had the weapon. He used it. He used it to protect himself. And thank God he had it, because some people were trying to kill him. They tried to bust him in the cranium, the skull, with a big, huge freaking...
I have dried up blood in my cranium. They found in the CAT scan. I have dried up blood in my brain, the cranium, my brain.
Well, they tried to kill him, Michelle. They tried to slam him
no,
in the head.
I was just telling you, sis.
With a giant skateboard.
Lolly, I was just trying to tell you what happened to me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I went to the hospital. The CAT said, that's a different story. It's a different story. I went through a CAT scan, and they found dried up fucking blood in my brain and my cranium. In my brain.
Okay. RAS Illusion said, "Lolly, I'm citing the actual factual positions the Supreme Court holds on these issues." Well, of course, they might have held some issue or ideas about these issues on a certain case, but this is a different case, RAS Illusion. And if they had to call for some decision about this case, that hadn't occurred yet, because this case hasn't even been decided. Pamela Lynn says, "I'm not trying to get into a debate of any kind but vigilante justice isn't justice in a court of law." Well, this isn't vigilante justice. If somebody points a gun at me, I'm going to take them out myself. Now, I don't usually carry around long guns. I do carry around a weapon at all times. I'll never be a sitting duck. Of course, I do have security that travels with me and is always around me, but I also have a weapon on me at all times, just in case. But if somebody points a weapon at me, I have full right, no problemo. I'm going to take a motherfucker out. Aim high, go for the headshot, body full shot, and throw them back.
That's right. You aim for center mass and empty the clip.
Exactly. Empty the motherfucking clip. Reload.
I don't even know how to use a gun. But okay.
Your dad's a cop, Michelle. You don't know how to use a gun?
No, I don't know. Not at all, honey. Not at all.
Yeah, my father was in the military, Anderson, in the Marine Corps, and he was actually the head of the whole Marine Corps rifle and pistol team when I was a little girl. And I went everywhere with my father, and I learned to shoot rifles and long guns when I was a little girl. Grew up learning how to do it with my father. But he, for many years, he was in the Marine Corps for 35 years. He was the head of the whole rifle and pistol team. And my brother also was, when we were little, traveled all over with him. My brother learned when we were little. We both learned.
Wait, hold on, Lolly. I'll be right back.
Okay. We both learned. And my brother subsequently joined the Marine Corps as an officer. And he was also in the taught the people, and he was a whole officer in charge of the whole Marine Corps, of the entire Marine Corps rifle and pistol team. They traveled all over. They did all kinds of, competitions and showmanship and all kinds of stuff. And that was the first father and son that had been both the commander-in-chief of the Marine Corps rifle and pistol teams and training in the entire history of the Marine Corps. So, it was kind of something different. But my father and my brother both were double diamond distinguished, was what they call, on a rifle and a pistol. So, but I also, being trained by my father and my brother, had this double distinguished qualification as well, which means Anderson, at 50 yards, you know what a target looks like. At 50 yards, you have the bullseye, in the middle of the target. It's got like an X. Yeah. At 50 yards, what I usually shoot is a 45 caliber semi-automatic weapon, handgun. At 50 yards, I can get with 10 in a clip of 10. 50 yards, 10, I can shoot 10 X's right in the middle, 50 yards.
Wow, 10 X's from 50 yards?
Yes, from 50 yards.
I have a video of me at the shooting range. You'd laugh your ass off if you saw how shitty I was at it, Lolly.
Well, your father didn't train you, when you're growing up, and I've had a lot of training. Now, my father and my brother have perfect aim. We were born with it. And I also have perfect aim. For some reason, I don't know how exactly. So, we sight the weapons out.
You're lucky that you know how to use it. I mean,
I know how to use it, but my father showed me, he trained me, and I grew up all knowing how to do it. But then they came out. Have you seen this you've seen this in movies, the little thing you put on these weapons, the rifle or the gun that has the red dot, that you can put the red dot on the person, and then when you shoot
it's infrared.
Yeah, right. Well, we got the infrared dots now that you can put on these weapons. So my father got me an infrared dot thingy to put on my weapon, on my 45. And my father had in where he lived, he had his whole shooting range that he owned, okay? And his buddies and his fellows, they would go out there and shoot like on the weekdays. This is when I was working as a nurse, so I was going out and calling on people. So I was all dressed up in like a business suit and high heels and everything. And he always wanted me to come out there and see his, because he showed me off to these guys, these elderly gentlemen, you know, that were retirees and stuff. Because he knows he said he knew that I could come out there and just sit down or stand up and get 10 shots right in the X. And he told them that I could do it, and they didn't think I could because I'm a little blonde girl, you know. So we walked in there, and he said, well, "Come out there. It's Thursday. We come out every Thursday." He said, "You got to come out there. I want these guys to see how you shoot." So I went out there one day, Anderson and Michelle went out there, and I drive out there, and in my business suit, my short skirt, you know, my little jacket, you know, look all real pretty. My hair's done, and I go over there, and my daddy's there, and it's like 6 or 8 gentlemen there. And he's introducing me, you know, comes up and hugs me. He tells, "This is my daughter. She's at RN. You know, she's the head of this whole agency. She's over visiting all her patients out here." Because it's kind of out in a kind of a more rural area where they have this big shooting range.
Right.
So he introduced me, and they're all really nice gentlemen, you know, and they were real sweet to me. And he says, "Well, hey, do you have some time so you can show the guys how well you can shoot?" He said, "This is my baby girl." He said, "You got to see how good she shoots." He said, "I taught her everything she knows," and they were laughing. He goes, "Oh, I bet you did," you know, 'cause they know how well he shoots. And he said, "Well," he said, "Do you have some time?" He said, "I'll load my weapon up. You can shoot some rounds, you know, show them how you can get 10 X's." And they said, "Oh, she can't get 10 X's." And he said, "Hell, she can't. She'll get 10 X's at 50 yards." And he said, "No, she can't get 10 X's at 50 yards. No, what do you mean? Nobody can do that." And he said, "Well, just watch her. She's just my baby girl. So you watch her." And he starts putting bullets in the clip, you know, to load the weapon for me. And the one guy says, "Well, would you shoot my weapon?" He said, "You can always," he said, "Would you do it out of my weapon?" I said, "I don't care which weapon. It doesn't matter." I said, "I'll use anybody's weapon here." This guy said, "Well, let me put 10 in mine. You can use mine." He said, I've got my, whatever that red thing is called. You know, Daddy had one too. They all use them over there. And so I said, "I don't care." I said, "I can shoot 50 yards. I'll get 10 X's with anybody's weapon here. You guys choose the weapon. It doesn't matter to me." And they're just like, "Oh my God, she's saying she can shoot anybody's weapon. She's never even touched the weapon before, you know?" I said, "Okay." So the guys, this one guy says, "Well, here, I'll load mine up for you." I said, "Fine, that's fine." So he loads the weapon up, you know, he puts it on the firing line on the little table or whatever. And I said, "Okay, well, everybody get behind, you know, get behind the firing line." So they're all get behind me and everything. So I go up there, just nonchalantly go up there and pick the weapon up and I always put my one hand in my pocket and use my firing hand to pick the weapon up, and just stood there and put my weapon up. And all you got to do is put that weapon up, hold it up, and you sight it down there, and you put the dot on the freaking middle of the X.
Right.
And they're semi-automatic, so you can shoot them pretty quickly. Bump, 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 10 things. And they go down there, they pull that weapon back up, and motherfucker, there's 10 X's right in the middle of that X. And those guys are real. Oh, the one guy almost fainted. He couldn't believe it. They're like, "What? How'd you do that?" They say, "How did you do that?" I said, "Well, you just got to put the little X in the middle of the X." And they look like that's when the one guy about died. He's like, "I can't believe it." And my daddy said, I told you, motherfuckers. I did not tell you." It was funny.
Well, I'm a really fast, quick draw, but I couldn't hit a barn the size of Texas.
You must not have perfect aim. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a funny story. So what after that happened? I mean, did you become like well known around for doing that? I mean,
Oh well, yeah.
were you better than that? Were you better shooter than those other full grown men?
Oh yes, perfectly. Yeah, nobody could do that. Those men cannot do that.
She's locked and loaded. Well, I'm locked and loaded with the taser.
Yeah, if I were to ever enter any of their tournaments or something, I would be one of the winners for sure. I don't ever enter tournaments over there or nothing. But yeah, I don't competition shoot. I only shoot for self-defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I am.
But yeah, but see, I was well known because I was the daughter of the sergeant major. That's what they called him, the sergeant major.
Yeah.
My father.
So you were just born though with like this hand that's really steady, and you have probably really good eye vision too if you're
Really
able to hit that.
steady, really good nerves, really steady, and I have perfect
I'm like
aim.
a cat. I know how to like do things real quick.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
cat reflexes, I have them even better back when before I was disabled, but I still have that cat
Yeah,
reflex.
I have real good vision overall and perfect aim. That's what they call it. My brother and father have both had that, and perfect aim. And, you know, it's just something I was taught from a very early age, like I said, because my brother and my father, uh, you know, both did it. And me and my brother, as little children, traveled with my father. And that's what he did in the Marine Corps when we were little, and we learned it from a young age. Yeah.
But the thing that people don't ever know that you'd know because you're a professional and you're a marksman is that windage is a huge part of it. You have to factor in if the wind
Exactly.
is blowing which
Exactly.
side.
Exactly. Yeah. Weather, windage, yeah, for sure. But I like to use a 45 because you get for looking for self-defense purposes. With a 45, you get a good blowback. If you have somebody advancing on you, like me, if I have somebody, I'm a big man, or someone advancing toward me, and I feel like I'm in danger of death or bad
Yeah.
injury, I can shoot slugs of a 45 toward the person. It's going to blow them back. It's going to shoot them and blow them back and push them away from me, so I have a chance to run the other way, you know?
Right. Like a shotgun.
Yes, like a shotgun would have a big blowback. But a shotgun is too big for me. I'm not good to handle it because it's going to blow me back the other way as well.
Right, the recoil.
Recoil, exactly. And the one I use, the 45 I use, is a smaller version because I have smaller hands for a lady. It's a specialized one. It's a little bit smaller than a giant one that the men use. But it's used, it still shoots those slugs. It still shoots the same size.
Well, that's smart as hell because people usually don't get this, but when people get shot, they don't just drop. I mean, people can get shot even when they're going to bleed to death, and they still have 2 minutes to bleed to death, and they can kill you in that 2 minutes. So you're really smart to have a powerful ass gun because there's weak ass guns out there and ain't going to do shit.
Right, exactly. Because I'm not going to get taken out. My daddy didn't teach me how to self-defend myself. I'm not being taken out.
No. Now, what do you think about that 50 caliber that can shoot from like I think 300 yards or something? That's like, you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, I'm not going to go into all of what I
Oh,
have.
it's all right.
Maybe,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I
you know,
shouldn't have.
another time we'll have some other
Yeah,
time we
yeah.
can talk about that. I don't like to talk about a lot of my security things and what we have here, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
have some of those things around and about, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even doubt it if on my property there might be a sniper or somebody around and about somewhere on my property, because we're not taking no fucking chances. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not out of the question that there could be a landmine or two.
Yeah,
It's not out
there
of the
might
question.
be. There might be. Because we don't need nobody crossing our property lines, because on our property, that's our business. So don't be coming around, because I got people calling, doing deep dive and planning on trying to pull up. And let me just make a general statement. You don't want to be pulling up on me, people. You don't want to be trying it. Don't even try it. It's not going to be a good plan for anybody. So if you don't have any business with me, you don't have any business on my property, don't try it, because you might likely be ending up after you try something like that, not in a good situation, and you might be leaving. If you end up on the property illegally, you might be leaving the property in a fucking body bag. So don't try it. Next.
Don't try. Hey, what's up, Nate? Nate, what's up? RAS Illusion. We got Jody, Patty. This chat is packed with a lot of great people. CM Derps, they're saying it's over 300. We got Superwoman. Wow, there's a lot of people here.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, we got
That's
cracked
pretty cool.
actor, Aria Solution. Jody's still here.
Mm.
Jody said you can have a brain bleed, Michael. Oh, Michelle.
Oh,
Pretty
really?
serious. So that's what you were
Maybe. I
talking about
don't
before.
know. It
Yeah, I saw
sounded in
that.
the
Yeah.
CAT scan. There's dried up blood in my brain. I'm like, great, what's next? An aneurysm?
Oh no, that'd be terrible.
I know. My dad's dad died of what happened once he was in World War II. He came home, had a brain aneurysm and dropped. So it does run in the family somewhere.
All right, I'll be back in a second. I got hard-boiled eggs. I got to get off the stove. Okay.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart.
Okay, you're good.
Let me tell you. Tell me when you go live, Aran Anderson. I don't know. All right, sis. I'm here for you.
Okay, RAS Illusion said the consequences, you mean the ones who did wrong, have to do so because the exercising of the right comes with immunity every bit as much as a privilege. These are rights in positive and negative perspectives. That's a good point. Cracked Actor said, what is Cracked H, Crazed H in here hanging with the ladies? Well, he's our friend. We like him. We love Anderson Henderson, don't we? And Michelle K? We love Anderson.
We love Anderson.
He hangs with us. He's our friend.
I care about him. What the fuck is wrong with that?
We hang with him, and he hangs with us.
Exactly, sis.
That's what he's doing in here.
He's allowed.
And if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
We like it. So, but you're welcome to stay, Cracked Actor. If you can be polite. Now, RES Illusion said Kyle Rittenhouse literally didn't break even one law. I agree with that. He exercised his rights across the board. I agree with that, RES Illusion. Carl the Cock. Hey, good morning, Carl. Glad to see you made it in. Mike is a liberal and a Biden voter. Oh, Mike, Maryland Mike, you think he's a liberal and a Biden voter? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. Superwoman said, I beg your pardon, Cracked Actor. Lolly is young, not old, and get out of here. Shame on you. What did he say? Yeah, well, I know Cracked Actor's a bad person. He didn't like me. I forgot about that.
Let's fucked up. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if you don't like the room, get out.
Fuck out. Leave us the fuck alone then.
Let's see. LGB says, I have a Karen Bolt action and I love it. A 30-06. Many more. I love my 2A. Just purchased my first AR. What, Mary?
Camillo says.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, Cracked Actor is somebody from Noodles Chat. I've run into him before.
And you don't think it could be Camillo, even though he's a fucking
maybe. I don't know.
Faggot. Camilla's a flaming faggot, sleazeball, scuzzball, screwball, asshole.
Okay, RES Illusion says, those interested in learning about this can read the decisions at Heller versus DC McDonald v. Chicago and Cantiano v. Massachusetts. That's what controls today. LGB said, go sit down, Camillo. Which one do you think is Camillo?
I don't know. Actor? I'm sure there are people in here with a Camillo underlying account.
Good morning, Derp. How are you today? Joe D still here.
Cool.
LGB says, go sit down, Camillo. Well, Camillo's welcome to come in here. He doesn't have to fake hide under a fake name. You can come in here under your name, Camillo, if you want to talk.
He's a piece of shit. Come on, Lolly. We both know this.
I know, but I'm just saying, if he comes in here, come in here under your name. For fuck's sake.
He has me hard blocked. Why don't you hard block him? Since he's got me hard blocked.
No, I want him, if he's going to come in here, I want him to come in here like a man, not a coward, and come in under his name.
Fuck him. Lolly, please don't go back with him.
I'm not. He's on what is it called? Probation for 50 years. I only put him on probation for 50 years.
50 years, so he's 60 now, right?
The Dark Knight added 100 years to his sentence, but he still only officially is on a sentence for 50 years.
50 years? So wait, that would make him, I think he's close to 60, right?
He claims 55, so it would be 105 before.
I doubt he's younger than my friend Danny. My friend
Well, I'm
Danny's
just telling
58.
you what he claims. He claims 55. It doesn't matter because he wouldn't be able to speak to me on the phone or anything until he's age
My
105.
other friend Tom is 60, and they both look younger than Camilo. So fuck you, Camilo. You look like a fucking old has-been then if you think you're 55. I doubt
Well,
it, Camilo.
now LGBT says,
You look really fucking down, man, and my friends look fucking younger than they say they are, but they are. And you know what, Camilo? You're fucking either lying or you just dragged yourself down into hell.
okay, LGB says iron sights are good, but reflex or 4.0s or flex are better. Yes. Jody says, CM Derp, good morning. RAS says, Jody, I've been a Second Amendment activist for a very, very long time. I literally wear it on my body. My avatar, my avatar is my back, which is a tattoo of the two Second Amendment. Okay. Then Cracked Actor said, little blondie girl. I don't know. Are you talking about me? I don't know who you're talking about. It's a little blondie girl. But thank you, I guess. I'm not sure. And then LGB says KAR 98. Is that a weapon? I'm not sure of the name of that. RES. Those interested. Okay, I read that already. Then Davicles Williams. Oh, I didn't see you before. Welcome to the chat. I think I've seen you in MMD's chat, I believe.
Michelle Marie Delaney? I have to talk to her. Ooh, Michelle Marie Delaney?
Yeah, she's nice.
I know she is. I have to call her. I've been
Yeah, we'll have to go over there together because she likes new people.
Everything's been shitty for me, so I gotta call her.
Yeah, we have to call her. Davicles says, when I worked in Kenosha, which is where this tragedy occurred, where the two people were shot by the young man Rittenhouse. He said, when I worked in Kenosha, I had a 9mm on me at all times. I don't blame you. You know, you have to have self-protection. And Jody said, cool. And RES, very interesting.
Oh, sis Lolly? Lolly?
Yeah.
On Twitter, I also sent you 2 of the silver fur coats that I kind of like.
Good. I will look at them after the chat. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Aria said, I cherish all of our enumerated rights because they're really all just various ways and means to defend ourselves. That's a good point. Then RES also says words are often the best ammo of all. I agree with that for sure. I shoot a lot of people with words, and they're very often injured immensely with my words, I have been told. Then Larry June, 1613. Good morning, Lolly, Miss Lolly. Well, thank you. Good morning to you, Larry June. Thank you for coming in today. I appreciate you coming in. Really do. I appreciate it. And RES says range safety is very important. It is. That's very true. Very true. I know, like I was mentioning, my father has his own shooting range in the state that he lives in. And it's very true. You have certain range rules, and they are very important to be respected and followed at all times to keep everyone there safe. And usually they have one person or maybe more than one that is a range officer that makes sure all the safety rules are followed. Sometimes they even have you go through a little course when you first join range to make sure that you learn all the rules and follow them and understand them. That's a very good point. Hey, CM Derb, I was going to tell you, I looked at your video that you asked me about, and that video, man, that was a scary mask. If that was you, it was the guy doing the stuff in the video, that was a scary freaking mask, man. That was really an intense video. I liked it, though. I did like it. The mask was really a scary looking guy. Very creative. Very creative. Then RES said, some girls have a serious natural shooting ability. Well, apparently I got it, RES, and I'm very blessed to have gotten it. Maybe it's genetically passed because somehow my brother got it as well. My father had it. My father, when he was in the Marine Corps in his early career, was the champion of the whole East Asian thing. He won when the Vietnam War. He was in the Vietnam War, and they were doing shooting competitions as they were doing stuff over there. And he was the shooting champion for the whole Eastern Asian thing. And he ended up shooting after he finished his tour in Vietnam. They were having tournaments as they came back over to the United States. And he was the champion of the whole Eastern Asian section of the championships they had. So he was winning championships all along the way as he came back from Vietnam. He was a prolific shooter in his own right, and like I said, was double distinguished, able to hit all of the X's or all of the middle of the bullseyes on all these 50-yard targets all the time.
Right.
And he taught me and my brother to do the same.
That's awesome. So that's really good that you have that in you. It's always good because you never know when there's a freak or somebody I'm gonna want to kill you or something. I don't know. Like come in along.
Well, I never really
fucking throw him.
I never really got interested in the long rifles, Derb. I was really more interested in the hand weapons because a long rifle, to me, is more easy to shoot if you're laying on the ground, you're laying in wait, and they had the rifle training, and I didn't really. We did it when we were little. I didn't really like that too much to have to lay on the ground to shoot the weapon. So I didn't really get into that. I was really more interested in being able to have the hand weapon and be able to shoot the hand weapon because you can shoot straight on, or I can shoot sidearm, sideways. I can do that as well and still get 50 X's if I need to get 50 X's.
That's cool.
But I don't have long weapons, but I do have an AK.
Right.
And I have a smaller, a little tiny, not tiny, but I have an AK that I keep in my LV. It was always kind of a joke back in the day, or back a few years ago, that it was a good day if I didn't have to take my AK out of my LV. I keep that in my LV, which is my Louis Vuitton, as you would know, Michelle. And then I have my 45 I keep on my seat of my vehicle right beside me if I need that to pick it up. Because, of course, if you've got an open carry state, which a lot of them are now, you can have a weapon on your passenger side. I keep the clip out. All I need to do is 2 actions to put the clip, snap the clip in, take the safety off, and and you're ready to roll. You know what I mean, guys?
Gotcha. I wish I had a gun, but I wouldn't even know how to use it. I have to go to the shooting range for a while. Take lessons. I don't even want a gun. I really don't.
Crocked Actress says a sniper's aim from a very young age. Cool. Yeah, I just didn't really like that deal of having to lay down. Now, Patty, good morning, Patty. Welcome to the chat. She said, hello, Lolly, a fun story. My new name for Lolly is Lolly Oakley. Well, I don't know about that. But, I'm not going to let any guy or any person that's going to hurt me, Miss Patty, get anywhere near me. They're going to be taken the fuck out before they're within 3 feet of me. And there'll be a stain on the motherfucking ground. Next.
I love that. Next. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
That's right. Don't get near Lolly. And now I warn people. I say, back the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what I say. And I say it a couple, 2 or 3 times. And if they don't back the fuck up and they continue to advance, I say, I am going to shoot you. Right before I shoot them. Oh, that sounds pretty fair, right, Michelle?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want the person near you. But it has to depend, like, if you want it to.
If they keep advancing on me, and I've told them 2 times to back the fuck up, and then I say, then the 3rd time I say, I'm going to shoot you. That's 3 warnings.
I can't wait to watch that.
3 warnings, mister.
Shoot him. Shoot Camillo. foot.
I'm not going to shoot anybody unless
Let's shoot
they're
him in the
dancing on
foot.
me and I'm in
Come
fear of my
on,
life.
this is funny. Shoot him in the
If
foot.
they're dancing on me and I'm in fear of my life, and I've told them
Shoot
2
him in
times to back the fuck up, and the 3rd times I've warned them, I'm going to shoot you.
the
When I'm done saying you, the weapon is already engaged and the bullet is out the chamber. Okay, so you better be running, motherfucker.
You're so fucking funny.
I mean it. I'm serious, people.
Go on,
Lolly, don't play. Lolly, don't play, Michelle. Lolly, do
Are
not
you
play.
serious? Are you
No.
really serious? I was just playing. All right. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
I do not play.
All right. Never mind.
I'm deadly serious. Actually, deadly serious. That's really true. Now,
Oh,
Aria said, here's something a lot of people miss about this right to keep and bear arms. It protects a person's right not to own and carry arms if they choose not to do so. Every bit the same. That's true. That's very true. Now, Cracked Actor says, I really hate guns, just saying. Well,
yeah.
you know, that's your right to hate them. But, you know, it's my right to sure love them to keep me alive and protect myself. So, you know, each his own.
Yeah, I just think that mention of them in that one. But that's me. I don't have a problem with you, sis, that you have one and you know how to use it correctly. I
Yeah.
love that you know your fucking shit.
Yeah.
And God bless your heart, man. I'm telling you right now, you're great.
Thank you.
I think you deserve a gun because you know how to fucking do it right.
Well, thank you, sis. I appreciate you too. I do.
I
I don't think
seriously-
you're even allowed to have a free gun in New Jersey, are you? I mean, they
I
got
don't
laws there.
I don't want. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think, or New York, you can't
I
really
don't
have
want
a gun around
I
too.
have my
either.
taser. That's as
Yeah,
far as I
they
go.
let you have tasers there. That's true. I know that's true. Now, Michael Moore, RES, I know this is true. Michael Moore used to advocate the repeal of the Second Amendment until this point was made clear to him. Then Patty said, Jody, nice to see you, girl. Derp, he says, best pistol for home defense is a Taurus judge.
There
Ah,
you go.
oh, that's good.
I had a really good lawyer back in the day. He used to be a cop and a lawyer. Now he's in fucking Florida.
Then Superwoman said, I would love to travel and to see Lolly's 3-story mansion in the Virgin Islands. It has to be beautiful. Well, I like it. It's a cozy little place, and I love it. I really love the beach, and the views are beautiful. Thank you, Superwoman.
Yeah, my ex-husband, listen to this, sis. My ex-husband wanted money off of me when I was fucking dead-ass broke, and I basically gave him all the fucking money I did have when I was working back then.
Uh-huh.
And shit, he's a fucking rich guy. His parents are deceased now, so he's even richer. And this fucking guy, man, he wanted money off of me while I wasn't even rich. The fuck, Michael Grubin? Fucking asshole. So Joey Horn fucking just laid him out. Laid him out. Laid him out. I just want a divorce. Get him the fuck away from me. He tried strangling me to death. Spit on my face. Did illegal drugs. Then cheated on me. Get him
no.
out.
Well, are you still married legally to him?
No, because he got remarried to a toothless wonder.
Oh,
So,
wow.
dummy. Fucking married the
God.
person he cheated on me with. When I never fucking cheated on his ugly ass.
Now, Derp says way over 300 yards, Anderson. I'm not sure what that refers to. 300
What?
yards.
Wait, what was that?
CM Derp says way over 300 yards, Anderson. I'm not sure what that's
What are
referring
you
to.
talking about Anderson for? What?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to ask him
Well,
to ask what he's talking
I
about.
don't even see CM Derp writing anything.
I'm a little behind in the chat.
Oh, are
Are you
you?
talking about golfing or something, Derp? Please let me know what you're talking about.
CM Derp, what are you talking about?
Okay, Crack says, then you ought to be very vociferous defender of the Second Amendment. It's what keeps the government from forcing you to buy and carry one. Think about the Obamacare mandate. Patty says, good morning to Jerry, Larry June. Okay, Jody. Jody's still here. She came in.
Out in the wire. Good morning, out in the wire. Jody's cool.
Yeah, I like Jody.
Yeah.
Then RES said, "Dirt, maybe an AR pistol, a platform chambered with a 300 blackout." Maybe that's what they're talking about. A 300 blackout would function pretty well. They're talking about a weapon, apparently.
Right.
Superwoman said, "I could maybe stay in a guest room of Lolly's, so I won't have to pay for a hotel. Maybe it's up to her." Well, we don't really just have guests that show up there, Superwoman. So, we'd have to have something where we're having an event. Maybe if we're having an event sometime, we could put you on the guest list. So maybe you should wait until we're having an event and ask if you could be invited. That might be your best bet to be able to see the mansion. Hello, Nate. Nate, welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Now, LGB says, yeah, 410 slugs, Taurus Judge, you ain't going to be getting up off the ground. That's for sure. That's right. That's a good idea. That's like a 45. You empty a clip of 45 slugs, they're not getting up off the ground either. Now, RES said Taurus is good for home defense as well, versatile in rounds that can be shot through it for sure. Here's Derp again. Here's Derp. Yeah, also a judge is good when someone breaks into your house and you're half asleep. You can just point and make the problem go away very quickly. I agree with that, Judge. Very same thing I'm talking about. You can empty a 45 clip and they're going to be down on the ground if they've broken into your house, even if you're half asleep. And you can clear that up later. Call the police, call 911, have them come scrape it up and empty the body bags out, and you can go back to bed. Now, Jody said, yeah, a brain bleed could be from a mini stroke or a blow to the head. Dark Knight said, I'm still here and I'm listening. He must be at work. He's listening. That's good. Dark Knight's listening.
I don't see the thing that says Anderson. Says.
What's that, honey?
I still don't see this thing that says Anderson. About Anderson? Where is that thing that said something about Anderson?
Oh, it wasn't really about Anderson. They were talking about weapons. The 300 something had to do with the
and then they said something about Anderson.
They were asking Anderson about it because Anderson was discussing weapons with him earlier, honey. It wasn't anything derogatory or bad about Anderson. They were just talking about the weapons before. Okay, Aria said Derp. It's good. Not going for 4. CM Derp. It's good for not going through 4 interior walls when we miss too. Yeah, because see, they have to be careful, Michelle, what they're shooting inside a house. When say if someone breaks in your house, because you don't want to shoot and go through walls and have your weapon, the bullets go into another room. Right. Here's Anderson now is coming back. You don't want to go through a wall to another room, say if you have children or family or something. So you have to be very careful if you're shooting in a house, what kind of ammunition. So the gentleman or whoever's shooting the ammunition, you're real careful about planning on what you're going to be shooting inside the interior of a house because you wouldn't want to injure anybody else in your family. So they're real careful about that.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Welcome back, Anderson.
No, thanks. Yeah, I'm just listening to the show and I was letting the eggs cool down. You got to let them sit in cold water after you boil them so that when you crack them, it doesn't rip them apart.
Right. Do you ever put the ice in the water, Anderson? If you put ice in that water that they're sitting in, you're making hard-boiled eggs, are you?
Yeah.
If you put ice in there with the water, then when you take them out to peel them, they'll just slide out of there like really easy.
I'll try that. Yeah, that's a good.
Try that one time, and you'll be shocked how easy it is.
Yeah, and also if you have like me, I like to store up bacon because there's been a bacon drought where I live lately. So I have a bunch of bacon frozen, and I needed to unthaw it, but I realized you can just run it under hot water if it's a slab of bacon because it's just got that paper, that really thin plastic. So that's how you can de-thaw bacon if you have it frozen real quick. Because if you try to de-thaw it in the microwave, you're going to end up cooking it without actually,
Right, you'll unevenly cook it. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, Patty said.
Does Carmine eat that too? Does he eat the eggs?
Yeah, Carmine eats the egg yolks. He loves them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've seen your video of him eating those egg yolks. That's
Yeah.
cute. Okay,
Well, he
Patty
gets.
said, Lolly Oakley, I hope you have a nice day, and Michelle wishing you to feel better. Bye,
Great.
Chad. Happy Veterans Day to all that served or had family that served. Thank you, Patty. We'll see you on the next day you come. Come back another time, please. I'm sorry, Anderson, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, I was just saying that cat gets anything I don't eat. I offer to the cat. That's all I was gonna say.
Wow, that's so precious. I love it.
Yeah, he's like a little he's like a little like a compactor, like a trash compactor. You put it in and then you smash it all. That's
Yeah.
kind of what he does. He just
He'll eat
takes
it,
all
huh?
the food.
Aw. Mhm. That's cool. That's cool. You're so cool, Anderson.
No,
You're so sweet.
yeah,
Kid.
Carmine won't eat the white part. I don't know why.
I don't know, honey.
Oh, he doesn't like the whites, really?
Yeah,
No?
he only eats the yolks. He won't eat the with the egg whites.
He wants the cholesterol, apparently. Huh?
You know how cats are. They're real picky.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
My cat will eat the whole egg, but my dog, he will like the whites. You know, my dog will eat the egg whites. It's really good for dogs. The egg whites raw. They'll eat raw egg whites. It helps their coat.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
yeah. That's the protein, because it's protein. It's albumin is what the whites are.
Anderson, did you ever think about bringing the kitty cat in your apartment?
Yeah, he's been in here a million times. I even have a video I haven't uploaded yet where he's in here and I'm just laying on the ground with him playing in here, but he doesn't like to come in. Like he's an outdoor cat. He likes to feels free. When he's inside somewhere, I think he feels claustrophobic.
Oh, really? That's that.
Yeah. I think maybe in his childhood he might have been locked in a cage or something.
Right, but it's gonna get colder and it's gonna snow. Bring him in when that happens. Too bad if he doesn't like.
Well, here's the thing: is like in the early morning when it's still cold, he never comes. He waits till it gets warm. So I think he has a warm place that he hides at night. That's why he doesn't come until the sun comes up.
But when it starts snowing, sweetheart, try to get him and try to keep him in and keep him in, no matter even if he doesn't like it. Too bad, Tom. Too bad. Too bad. You're getting in until the snow stops. And you better. You want to go back out after? Fine, kid. But you're not going out, kid.
Yeah, should I call him Kid from now on? Billy the Kid.
There you go. Call him Kid. Billy the Kid. There you go. Kid.
Wire,
we ain't going nowhere, son. Just keep him indoors till the snow stops. If you don't like it too effing bad, you're gonna deal with it, kitty. You're gonna deal with it, kid.
Noodles are high in carbs. No wonder you're as big as a house.
Ooh, what?
Oh, I guess she was talking to Noodles. So that was Noodles. Yeah, I timed him out.
I don't know.
Gizzarella sticks are in here. I guess you can be nice. So don't be putting pills in here. I guess I'm gonna have to make a special pill evaporator as well. I made my pancake disappearer's tech weapon. I guess I'll be preparing one that will make pills dissolve into thin air as well. I'll be working on that this week.
Yeah, you see that pill shell crap?
That's what I'll do. I'll be working on that for you, Michelle.
Thank you,
No
sweetheart.
problemo.
Thank you so much.
Not at all. No problemo. Well, Andy Trollhall, good morning. He said, I'm being nice. Why block me? I don't think anybody blocked you yet. So just be nice and you won't be blocked. You know, start out fresh. We'll start you out fresh this morning, Andy. How are you doing out in the wire? What are you doing this morning? You having a good morning so far? We're celebrating here in America out on the wire. We're celebrating Happy Veterans Day, and we're thanking all of our veterans, those that are, and all of our service members that are here alive and well as well, for all their service to our country. And we thank all of them, their families, for serving our country and helping to keep it free. And we thank every damn one of them. Thank you very much. Next.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you to the great people in the military. But out on the wire, what the hell are you talking about, buddy? He's talking about. Wait, I thought eggs only came in those small cartons that you pour out. What the
What
hell
the
does that
fuck?
mean?
What the fuck? HMS man. What the fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
you,
have the nice
Martyr?
little ones that come out of the eggs, the chicken spots in your country,
You're
Canada.
funny out in the water. He's funny as fuck. It's funny. I thought they only come in cartons to pour out.
Oh, is that right? RAS Illusion Abe, Evil Abe Show is where you first saw me. Is that correct? Well, yeah, I have starred on Abe Show now and again over there. I've only recently started going back on Abe Show. We have a hate and love relationship, and we recently made a truce again and started back being civil to each other. I didn't talk to him for a long portion of time, and he finally apologized to me about something we had a riff over, and now we are speaking again, and he invited me to come back on his show, and he came over on the Camilo and Lolly show a time or two, and I've been back one more time now over on his show. So you might be seeing me over there now and again, and I'm hoping to get him back over here on the Lolly show now that I have doing my own show. I'm sure he'll be over here and join me here and there. Now, you never know.
Well,
So
I
you're
hope
going
so.
back to Camilo, Lolly?
What was that?
You're going back to Camilo, Lolly?
Where did you hear that in what I just said?
Oh, okay. I just thought you said that. I'm like, wait, what?
No, I said
She's talking about a different guy. She's talking about Evil Abe, Michelle. He might be coming over back.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
This guy RAS Illusion over here said Abe's show, Evil Abe's show, is where he first saw me. And I explained to him that Evil Abe and I just recently came to a truce. For a while there, Evil Abe and I were not speaking because Evil Abe and I had an issue, and I just completely quit speaking to him. But in the last month or so, Evil Abe and I came together again, and we made kind of a truce. He made an apology to me about what we had an issue about. And in that interim, after that happened, he came over on the Camilo show where I was hosting with Camilo in the last month when I was with Camilo, and did, I think, a couple times over there and talked on our panel. And after that, I've been over on Evil Abe's show a time or two. And what I said, Michelle, is I'm hoping that I can get Evil Abe to come over here now that I'm hosting my own show, the Lolly show. Yeah, I'm sure he'll come over and be on this panel, and I'm hoping to invite him to come over because he's a interesting person, and yeah, we're getting along much better. So I'm hoping he'll be over. I'll invite him over.
Probably because you got rid of the Camilo crap. Sleazeball, screwball. That's what my father would say, screwball.
Yep, he's no more. He's on 50 years probation, so he cannot appear here until or even be around me or talk to me for 50 years. So that will be at his age, even if he's really only 55, which he's not, would be at age 105. So we don't really have to worry about him, Michelle. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, back to the show. Let's see who
You're
else is
scaring me. I'm just like, no! I'm running. I'm fucking running.
Now, let's see. Let me see where am I.
Run. I'm out. I'm gone.
Are you on a treadmill right now, Michelle? Okay, right?
I know, right? Just the voice of Camilo and the thinking of Camilo makes me freak the fuck out.
I can barely even remember who that guy is. Is that Mexican guy?
The sleazeball thing, yeah, sort of like looks like that.
I'm just saying, I barely even remember who John Camilo is at this point.
I can't remember how to spell the name.
Yeah,
You sure his name was John? I think it was Fred Camilo, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
no. Back when they were trying to fake his death, they tried to say there was 3 or 4 twins or triplets, and there were several renditions of him: Pedro Camilo and Petro. I think there was a Damocles Camilo too, as a matter of fact.
When, that was quite a debacle, wasn't it?
Yeah,
him faking
it sure
his death.
was. Yeah, Bergs and Noodles were trying to make him dead so they could raise donations for a funeral fund. That was the reason they
God,
had that they pretended he was dead.
You know, he's such an
And
asshole.
when I went over and got up on Noodle's panel and made an announcement that he was and not fucking dead, that I just got off the phone with him, that pissed Noodles off. And they tried to make it out like I was crazy and I was just so overwrought because John was dead. And, that I needed counseling because, they knew that that was my love of my life. And they understood that I was upset. And they tried to let everybody know that I was just saying these things because they couldn't believe he was dead. And that made me madder.
Right.
And, that's just old news. That's old,
Yeah.
not even worth talking about. These
I know.
scamsters. They were trying to come up with
Next.
fake death of somebody. That's worse than an e-beggar, don't you think? That was stupid.
Yeah. He's an idiot.
The funny part is that once again, all roads lead back to Anderson Henderson because that wasn't even original. He was copying from what happened to me last year when they thought I was dead.
Right,
He didn't even have an original plan.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, Andy Trollhall says, I complimented Superwoman and somebody blocked me. Well, I didn't see where you got blocked, and I would have had to unblock you, and I don't know that you're blocked. So just quit talking about being blocked, okay? Because you're not blocked, Andy Trollhall. If you want to be blocked, I can certainly block you. So quit telling me you're blocked. For fuck's sake.
She gone.
Now, Damocles Williams says, I'm not as impressive as the others. Well, I think your name is very impressive. I love that name, Damocles. It sounds like a lion's name. I think I heard of that name somewhere. I can't remember. I believe it might have been one of the names of one of the lions in The Lion King, Damocles. Where did you get that name? Tell us how you got that name, Damocles. I'm very impressed by your name. Now,
Hey, Lolly.
Yeah.
Hey, Lolly, what does the name Gyarados mean? Do you know what that name means?
Gyarados? Spell it for me, please.
Yeah, Gyarados. It was a Pokemon card name, but I thought it might actually be like a real name from a different language.
Does it have a D? G-A-R-I-D-O-S?
Hold on. I'll look it up. Let me look it up and I'll see how it's spelled.
Let me know the spelling and I can tell you the derivation.
All right.
Good morning, 23. How are you this morning? I'm doing fantastic. How are you? Out in the Water said it was nice of Michelle to say you're welcome after Lolly thanked her for sending info on the fur coats Michelle won.
No, Out in the Wire is cool.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well, yeah, because that way I can look at them after the stream because I asked her yesterday to send it to
I
me.
thought I threw them on your Instagram, but I don't know if you saw
Right.
Instagram or not. Wow.
Yeah, I do have Instagram, and I'll be able to look at them. Because see, out in the wire, the computer I use during the weekdays is my work computer, and it has the higher military grade security, and I cannot go to many of these social sites and everything on it. I cannot go and visit many of these sites, so I cannot go to Instagram and Facebook and all things like this. So, she's going to get me the URL, and that way I can visit and look at whatever I want to look at after I get off, because I have my other computer that I can visit all my other stuff. Because as you know, out in the wire, I run a Twitter network advertising thing. It's one of my companies where I have 33 MacBook computers in my computer room where I study and do my Twitter advertising network. So I've got plenty of computers, but this is my big main computer that I do my main business workings on. It has my highest security on it, and it doesn't allow many, like Discord and many other different things that people have, so I can't just click off and go to a bunch of different things. So people have to save me these links so I can go to my more family-friendly computer, social media friendly computer, and I can look at some other things later. Oh, is that the picture of it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the name. Do you see the Gyarados, how it's spelled?
Oh, is that okay, G-Y-A. That looks almost Greek.
Greek. You think that's a Greek name?
Let me type that name in the chat for me, will you please? So I can say
definitely. Do you see that character? Do you see that character though?
Yeah.
That's an amazing character, isn't it?
That's pretty cool looking. Yeah.
That was always my favorite character from
that
Pokemon.
G-Y-A let's just
Right. Yeah, I'll type it.
Yeah, but type it in there. At first glance, makes me think it's a Greek derivation, but let me look at it more closely.
All right, I had to put it in the private chat.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
What is it? See
Yeah,
it?
but please makes a very good point. He said Alex Baldwin is Rittenhouse. I agree with that, Dabacles.
Now, do you see? Did you see that card? I used to have when I was a kid. I had that same exact card, and now it's worth $1,105. I wish I still had that card. I had so many of these cards, but they went up in value. When I was a kid, I used to sell these cards to my friends at school, but I didn't know they would be worth this much later on. You know?
Oh yeah.
That's
I'd sell them for $10 or $20 a piece, $5, you know, and now they're worth thousands. It's ridiculous.
wow.
Okay, now
I
Andy
used to have thousands of these.
Andy Trollhall says, I would love to paint Lolly too, but she won't show herself. Well, who else wants to paint Andy Trollhall? I wasn't aware of someone else
Andy
wanted to
Troll.
paint.
Andy Troll? Andy Troll. He brings all the trolls, I guess, though.
Yeah, he brings all the trolls to the yard.
Mm-hmm. The troll.
Hey, Dark Knight. He said, hey, Lolly, I hope you and Michelle have a good day. I hope you do too, Dark Knight.
Yeah, we care about you, Dark Knight. Us three, actually. We all care about you. Remember that, Dark Knight. You're a good person. Hope he knows that, other people do give a fuck about it. I hate that when people don't feel welcomed and shit.
Now, LGB says, it is funny
He's a piece of shit.
how that lady, Alec Baldwin, killed, had info on the Clintons. Oh, really? Is she going to be one of the people that needed to be killed because she knows about the Clintons? You know, this Durham probe, they're bringing out more of these people that knew about. I won't get into that today because I'm getting ready in probably about 20 minutes or so to end the stream. But yeah, the Durham probe is coming out with more people that are getting arrested and are tying them. All roads lead to Clinton. I won't go into that today. Maybe that might be a topic for later on or tomorrow.
Okay.
Do you remember, maybe you might remember, Anderson, when the Clintons were, Clinton was president and Hillary was the lady of the first and all that business, when all the different people kept committing suicide, quote unquote, and they kept finding them dead and all this stuff. And now they're finding all these people that are coming back to.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we heard.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I was listening.
Okay, go
But
ahead.
yeah, no, Lolly, I have a documentary that I don't know if you've seen it, and I don't know if most people have, but it is the best ever documentary showing the truth about the Clintons. And like, it's so fascinating. I've seen it. I've watched it many, many times. I haven't seen it in a few years, but if I can find it again, I'll send you a link to it. And it's extremely fascinating and interesting.
Please do. Okay, Out in the Wild said that in Canada, it's Remembrance Day. There. Now that is that also for the veterans and things in your country, Out in the Wild?
Are you gonna go live later, Anderson?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've still got an hour and a half before I even have to start my morning show, so I'm good.
Oh, you're good? Okay.
And I'm awake
as long as
today.
I start before noon.
And I'm awake today. Cool.
Yeah, you're still awake today.
Yeah, instead of sleeping at 4 o'clock in the fucking afternoon. That was fucked up.
Well, what about your beauty sleep? Don't you need your beauty sleep?
Yeah, that's true, hon. That's true.
Okay. Now, RAS Illusion said, Abe told me that you were a nice lady, so I subbed you up, Lolly. Well, thank you. And I've been watching you today for a bit, and I've decided to speak up a bit today. Well, I'm glad you subbed up, and thank you for doing that. And you're welcome anytime here, because we do like to speak on some of the, the more meaty issues and Second Amendment and some of these trials. I'm interested in a lot of the trials, and I know Anderson likes to speak on some of these trials and these legal issues as well. And we like to talk on some of the more interesting issues of the day, and Second Amendment and gun rights, and that's those things that are important to talk about.
That's right. These days, I prefer to talk about other people going to court instead of me going to court.
That's right.
It's so annoying.
Now, Superwoman said, I notice Abe talks a lot about male shafts inappropriately. I will give him one more chance. Well, you know, that's Abe. We got to consider who it is. Jasmine Star, the beautiful Jasmine Star, is here as well. Mel Spells. Welcome, Mel Spells, as well. We got Andy Trollhall. I was a bit behind here. Mel Spells, 2026.
What's up, Mel? What's up, Mel's Bells? It's great to see all these people in here. I mean, we even had some other people. I directed one guy in here that was looking for me, and I said, come over here, you know. So we're going to try to start bringing everybody. I think that this should be one of the main channels that people come to the side check, because this is a great show over here, you know.
Well, thank you, Anderson. I appreciate you saying that.
But, you know, how is everybody still, you know, basically down at G Mango's? Is G Mango's still what they consider to be around here the top show?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, it's not as many people going there as what used to be. It used to be 200 to 300, you know, but then he had become ill. He was in the hospital a couple weeks, and when he's come back, it was like he was carrying 100 to 200, and then since then he's gotten quite more well. He's gained back from, he had gotten down too much underweight. He went down to 190 or something, got back up to 210. Now he's 235. That's what they wanted to get back to his regular weight. And he's maintained that.
You want to hear like apology video? It ain't fucking happening on my channel. I'll tell you that much. Fuck you, G Mangoes.
It seems like he hasn't really been doing consecutive nights of his chats like he used to do. And I don't know if that's what's affecting him not having as many people each night. But the last few weeks that I've noticed, he's not doing consecutive nights. And the times that he does chat, it looks like he's carrying between 100 to 150 people that I've noticed. Now, I don't go there every night. In actuality, I hadn't been in several months. About a week ago, 3 or 4 or 5 days ago, maybe, I went on panel and spoke to him. And I did go up on panel and talked for about an hour until the end of the show.
Right.
But that's the first time I've been on in about 2 or 3 months.
Do you know of a website called Social Blade?
I do.
Well, you can find out information. I would love to know. I always show my analytics to anybody wants to know, because I love looking at my numbers and stuff. But I would love to know everybody's analytics. You know, like I think it should all be public.
You can type. Well, it is. You can type in anybody's number, anybody's name, and you can see them.
I mean, but the analytics that would be inside the YouTube studio in a YouTube account, though, I don't think they reveal all of that.
Yeah, you won't be able to see everything, but you can see the general numbers of anybody that you type in on Social Blade.
Right.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Because like when I look in my YouTube studio, it'll show a graph where it shows like where I was, you know, absent for a month. There was like, it was deadline, and then all of a sudden I came back and it shoots up, and then it shoots up more. And yeah, I like seeing those graphs and knowing like if people are interested or not.
Yeah, I like to look at those too.
I don't care. I just support certain people. That's all I've ever. I was never to all that whole shit.
Well, hey, Miss Jasmine Star, are you feeling better today? I was real concerned yesterday. I even reached out to Anderson to make sure you're okay. I saw that stupid video by the idiot Mr. and Mrs. Whatever the fuck his name is over there. I wanted to called or texted him or something there to make sure you're okay, and he told me that you were. But are you feeling okay and everything? I was really concerned. That was a little bit scary.
Well, I mean, I told her that, you know, you were concerned, and I told her that I was a little concerned, and then I thought about it. I said, I'm a little more than concerned, and she said, it's no big deal, because the way he was acting today, I didn't feel like it was dangerous, but yesterday it was definitely frightening whenever we saw him sitting there in the car on a street that we know Jasmine drives down after work, and he was waiting for her. But then in the video, he says, "Oh, there's a bunch of cops around," like as if he's going to call the cops on a woman. He's supposed to be a man, isn't he?
Right.
He's supposed to be a man, but now he has man boobs or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, now he said he wanted to be recognized as a woman. That's what he said this morning.
Right. That's supposedly what he wants to be recognized as.
No,
Patty Pearl, she says, "Why was I timed out for standing up for the Dark Knight?" When were you timed out, Patty Pearl? I haven't seen. I didn't time you out for standing up for anybody. Were you timed out this morning? Are you saying that? I'm not aware that you were timed out, and I'm the main person that's doing any timing out here. So, are you talking about this morning? Let's see.
She doing something stupid?
RES says there are single most corrupt couple in our lifetime. Who's the most corrupt couple in our lifetime? The Clintons, you mean?
Well, I'm going to send that documentary to you and Jasmine. I'll see if it's the same one she's talking about. But it's so fascinating, and it tells you all the stories about where Clinton, had done what he did back in Arkansas before how he was involved in a lot of drug trafficking and things of that nature, allegedly.
Jasmine says, "I think I know which documentary you're talking about, Anderson. It's very, very interesting."
I mean, but yeah, he's laughing.
Wants to know, does Michelle not like G? Are you upset that he wants you to do a video? Is that what you're?
I mean, what the fuck? They all came screaming at me anyway, and then he wants a fucking apology video from me. Fuck him.
Well, you had asked what he wanted to be able to get back into the chat. That's what he requires. So if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it.
His fucking loser self. Fuck him.
Okay, well then you don't have to do it. Nobody's gonna make you.
I ain't doing no apology video when they all came ganging up on me and saying, "You said this and that with David and blah blah blah."
I have to agree that Michelle should not give the apology, but they should definitely work it out. But no apology video. That's ridiculous. Don't do that.
The other option, she can also write him an email, so she wouldn't have to do anything.
I can't email.
Yeah, write the email. Write the fucking email, Michelle. Figure it out. Don't give apology video.
Listen to me, Michelle. Michelle, write a statement. Send it to me, like in the private chat, and I will to G Mango on your behalf, because that'll even be a whole greater weight coming from me, because I'm a good friend of his, and I will send it to him on your behalf. If you'd like me to do that for you, and that perhaps might get you back in. If you'd like me to do it, you don't have to do it if you don't want, but I would be happy to send it to him on your behalf from Lolly Cunningham. So let me know if you want me to do that, and I'll send it in for you. Okay, Patty Pearl says, "I was here against adults bullying Dark Knight." You were here against anybody bullying Dark Knight, and you're telling me somebody timed you out because you were helping Dark Knight? Well, that's kind of hard to. I don't understand why anyone would have timed you out. I'm here most all the time, so I don't know when that happened. What day did that happen, Patty Pearl? Mel Spell says, "I don't bully Batman, and I don't understand the hate that he gets." Actually, it bothers me. I'm not completely dead inside. Well, actually, Mel Spells, I made a new thing. We were talking about it. I don't know if you were here earlier. I made a thing where if anybody types those little pictures of pancakes in the chat, they kind of dissolve and disappear, and they go away. And they don't even show up. So that has helped a lot. So that is one step in the new anti-bullying campaign in the Lolly chat here, in the Lolly chat. We're not having pancake pictures. So we're working on it, and we're trying to make an anti-bullying place a safe place for everyone to be here, because I don't want anyone to feel bullied in the Lolly chat here. So, and Patty Pearl, if you were
in the side chat. It is what it is. Whatever.
Patty Pearl, if you were timed out at any point, I will offer. if you were timed out for some reason, it could have been an accident. Someone could have timed you out accidentally.
No, they blocked
Because
me. Good.
Michelle,
Oh, you mean your
give,
chat? Sorry.
give me a moment. Yeah. Petty Pearl, if you were time, Petty Pearl, if you were time.
Fucking, she might be giving you trouble. Fuck it. Just don't worry about it.
Petty Pearl, if you were gotten timed out accidentally, it could have been accidentally. Someone might have timed you out by accident. So let's just move forward and go on. And normally, if you're going to be helping and talking good for the Dark Knight, nobody's going to be timing you out. So if you were timed out, I would think that was probably an accident. Let's just move forward. And I'll keep an eye out and make sure that you do not get timed out, hopefully. So let's just start fresh. Okay.
Did you see what I wrote in the private chat?
No, I didn't, Michelle. I'm trying to get to the bottom of these comments right now.
I know. They're just fucking with you. I know it.
Well, everything's fine. Yeah, Mel's Bell's saying that Jasmine said, yeah, that was really fucking creepy about the video from...
yeah, it scared me. I did a good thing. I did a...
You did your spell?
For... Yeah, I did my witchcraft, and my fucking flame in my candle was so freaking high when I was watching Melton John's video and trying to do my thing.
Yeah.
My candle and my witchcraft stuff. I felt this bad aura around Melton John that I was trying to destroy.
Yeah.
And I did do a good job because it took a lot of my energy from my spirit guides to do this.
Yeah, I made a few calls to law enforcement down there in that town there, down there where that stupid idiot fuck is sitting around trying to look for Jasmine on her way home. And I made a few calls and talked to a few law enforcement people I know down there. And I gave out a little information about the person who's stalking one of our friends down there. And, I gave out a lot of motherfucking information about the person who's stalking one of our friends.
Yeah,
and I sent him the information and the video and everything to look at about the person who's stalking one of our friends down there in that town down there.
Stop it.
I gave out a lot of stuff.
I'll put a really bad hex on you, motherfucker.
So that's what I did.
You're not. You're just all evil. But I will fucking do it if I have to.
No, Michelle, don't go negative with it. You remember you said you only do positive.
Oh, yes, honey. But he's dangerous, and I can't take dangerous. I don't like to do it. It hurts me even more. It helps me. It doesn't help me. But Melton John better fucking quit it. Quit it, Melton John. Fucking just stop, Melton John. And I won't fucking have to do it. You want to fucking edge me on? Come. Come, motherfucker. Because you're one fucking really bad spirit. You're really bad. Your aura is bad.
He already knows when I catch him, I'm going to burn his hide.
Yeah, kick his ass in.
I'm going to brand him like cattle when I whip his ass when I catch him. No, he'll call the police. There's cops around. I saw 2 cops driving around.
Hey, Jasmine, I'm going to beat you up. There's 2 cops. I just saw cops.
Oh, weird. Weird fucking.
What he did.
Oh. Yeah. Whoa, John.
Yeah, Patty Pearl said, I've seen him cry in here twice. You can't fit a circle in a square hole. Knock it off, people. Like I said, we don't allow bullying in here. And I will be employing some other technical measures. Because I'm a wonderful programmer. A lot of people don't know that about me. I can do all kind of fancy shit. Ask Botter, because back in the day when, I don't know if you knew this, Anderson, but back in the day in Noodle's old chat, when Botter and I was having all of our fights and practice fights and fancy battles and stuff, I made a pretend app thingy dingy where when Botter started talking, I had a auto ignore thing where it would ignore him, where I couldn't hear his audio. So it really frustrated him. So I couldn't hear his audio. So whenever he'd start talking, all I could see was the blinking, and that way I wouldn't have to hear all of the stuff, the nasty, hateful stuff he said. And it really frustrated him. And it was real funny at the time.
Well, that sounds funny as hell. And anything negative towards that motherfucker, that's fun for me.
I have a bad he was bad aura. I mean, he was like killing my positive shit and trying to focus on this guy Mountain John, who's got such a bad aura around him. He's evil. He's fucking very fucking evil, man.
Is Danny doing all right, Michelle?
I think so. He was depressed the other day, but I think he's alright.
Why was he depressed?
I don't know. I don't.
Was it because of what Noodles did the other day when he was on there with him?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Now, RAS Illusion said, I tend to punch bullies right square in the mouth. It's a reflex action situation with me. Involuntary function. Ha ha ha. LOL. That's a good idea. Patty Pearl said, it's fine, Lolly. So that's all cleared up. Okay. Jasmine Star, she's laughing. That's good.
Yeah, I gave you a good heads up for the girl, and for Anderson, and for David, and for Bergs. I don't even know why I did those two, but.
And Carmine.
Yes, of course your little kitty's safe. Don't worry.
Well, Jasmine must remember that with that auto ignore with blotters. She said, oh, that's right, Lolly. I forgot about that. You had those clips that would do that. Yeah, that's really funny.
Hey, Lolly, our friend DK wants up here for a few minutes.
Now, who's DK?
Dark Knight.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Dark Knight, you know how to get back on there. Just go to your Twitter.
Yeah, he's down here. I see him. Wave your hand or something, Dark Knight.
Yeah, he wrote, I am backstage.
Yeah, I see him, but it's really dark. Well, he went away there.
Okay, he's backstage. Said he's backstage. He just texted me on cell.
Yeah, he was. Okay, now he's back here again. Okay, thank you, Dark Knight. I see you now.
Okay. Thank
Hello. I could come up for a few minutes, so I was like, let me come up real quick.
We're good here. We all care about you. You know that, right, Dustin?
Yes, and I know.
You know
He's
that?
muted again. Anderson is.
Well, he might have a call or something. He'll be back.
No, I'm here. What's up, man?
Welcome back, Dark Knight.
Sometimes my audio goes out there because my phone, you got to have it in the right position. I'm in the back room. In the front room of my crib, the internet never goes out.
Right. That was so sad yesterday. We didn't know what to do. Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Jody. Jody said she's got to get back to work. See you guys later. Keep watching. Okay, Jody, we'll see you later on, and we'll probably be back up later on.
Jody.
I'm getting ready to stop anyway, but I'll see you later on tonight, or late afternoon, or midnight tonight, whichever might never come before or after. You know me, I'm never on time.
Yeah. You'd be waiting and waiting and waiting.
Your husband says, Anderson, you can give Michelle my number. Since then, please.
Michelle, why won't you accept Jasmine on Instagram? But yeah, I will, Jasmine. But why won't you, Michelle?
Well, honey?
Why won't you accept Jasmine on Instagram? She said you rejected a request or something.
Oh no, I gotta look on Instagram. I don't know how to work all that crap. I gotta go back on that crap on Instagram. I'll go check it out, Jasmine. All right, sweetie. I do want you on my Instagram. I don't know. I'll go check it out. I promise.
I found her on Twitter, so if you need.
Well, Michelle, is it all right if I give Jasmine your phone number?
Yeah.
So she can text you?
Ouch.
Of course you can. Definitely. That's
Well,
fine.
if you send me the link, next time I can send it to her on Twitter. I found her on Twitter.
But I'm trying to get her on Instagram or something. I don't know. I don't know how to work all that crap.
No, I
just barely found Lolly. I don't even know how to find you, Dark Knight, on Twitter. I'm not good with all the shit.
Just
I'm
look
good
up.
with the
Yeah, I'll
old
put it in the side
stuff.
chat, in the private chat.
What's that? Wait, what?
Hold on.
What, for Twitter? Just
Yeah,
text me with it on my cell phone. Don't do that.
Oh my
alright.
God, Michelle.
Don't do it this way, because I'll never. No, just fucking text me. Oh, where did he go? Where the fuck did he go? Just text. You don't have to text me now, is it? Oh, Jesus. You don't have to text me now, was it? It wasn't that important. Lolly, are you here?
Yeah, I was just looking. Thank you. I got your little statement. I'll take care of that today and send that off to G Mango for you. We'll see what happens. Whoever knows. You know.
Then tell him I have tried blood in my brain. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll tell him. I'm gonna send that for you today and see whatever happens, and we'll whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You know, I'm not mad at you. I just don't get
No, I know.
Oh,
I'll send it and we'll see what happens. And you know what the fuck? You never know.
Exactly. What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck yeah. I don't need to deal with that shit.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. That's right. You're the best, Anderson. You gotta realize that. You are the best.
I see you later, Raz. Razalegion.
He would have sent out that thing for me. He didn't like me. If he didn't like you, I mean, if he didn't like you. You know that, right? They're the ones that put the stamp on it and shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
RES. We look forward to seeing you all again. Be sure and come back another day. We've enjoyed having you today.
Yeah.
Trying to get to you, Dark Knife, and my thing is not clicking. Oh, here it is. Okay, there it is. There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
When you see my name, Michelle, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
black wolf. Okay. I'm gonna send it to
Mhm.
you. I'm gonna send it to you on in the message. As soon as I get a chance to.
Yeah, whenever you can. You don't have to do
Okay.
it right away. Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Just, I'll figure it out. Try to
Yeah.
find you. I looked up Dark Knight, but I couldn't find you on Twitter that way.
No, it's gonna be I'll send it to you. Don't worry. I got you on. I got you. I'm following you on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you found me? Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
I'm gonna send you a message when I get off here.
And then listen, definitely give Jasmine my phone number, honey. That's
already
right.
did.
Oh,
She
okay,
did.
cool. All right, thank you, honey. Thank you. I like the olden days with the phone calls and one
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
way better
olden
than
days.
we all just talk on the phone together.
Yep.
I remember
You
those
know, hey,
days.
Michelle, I got you on the other on the WhatsApp on the other app too.
Oh, WhatsApp? I don't even go on that.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
WhatsApp and Instagram and all that. I still don't deal with it, really.
Okay, I'll delete
I
it
really
then.
like just talking in person, like, over the phone and shit. Person would
Okay.
be better, but,
Okay.
But
I'm gonna get off here, you guys. Thanks for having me up here, Lolly. You guys are all awesome. Even the side chat is awesome too. Woo! Mark
Oh, yeah,
Terry.
Okay,
thanks.
we'll see you later.
Yeah.
We'll see you later,
Mark Terry,
Batman.
you
And
did a
Dark
big
Knight.
mistake.
Yep.
Stay safe, DK. Stay
Don't
safe.
fuck
man.
with my Anderson, my buddy here.
Yeah.
Mark.
You're
I
done,
got
Mark.
about 100 and plus. Mark fucking Terry.
You did a big mistake there, Mark Terry, crossing us.
Well, I
You're
have some
done, bro.
breaking news.
Oh, really? Well, let tell us about it, man.
Well, it appears that the Junkyard John has a stream planned called "I Told Lolly Just Friends, but I only said that to be nice." Read description. Do you want me to read the description?
Yeah.
What does it say?
No, don't read the description of my show, man. No, I don't want to hear it.
Oh well, actually, it's scheduled for 4 days from now.
Oh, really?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Careful, Lily.
That's
Okay,
weird.
well, go ahead and read it.
Careful,
Go ahead.
Squeeble.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Right?
It's
Fuck.
it says I told Lolly let's just be friends, but that was said to keep peace. I nipped this in the bud from getting worse. Obvious we don't get along, and it's best for my health and hers. It's been very peaceful, and let us continue our move forward and past the negativity.
That's the negativity.
Well,
Well,
he's
that's
saying
the
that to make
positive.
face. He's saying that to make face because the real truth is, yesterday, the day before, I told you guys the real story when he tried to say he was going to give me 2 days probation, and I said, well, no, what's going to happen is I'm going to give you 50 years probation, and hung up on him. That's the true story, everybody.
Yep. But
Next.
now we have
Happy
he has
birthday,
more
Jerry
years.
Vollmer.
No,
Yeah, happy birthday,
100
Jerry.
years now.
Yeah,
Sorry,
1,000
Truth of
years.
Lies, Truth of
If
King
he's a
Liar.
dinosaur,
Now you
maybe
got
he'll live
100 years,
longer.
bro. 'Cause you messed up.
seriously, you got to be kidding me. So he's going to put a video out and say that he's brought peace by essentially I dumped him 2 days ago, so now he's going to put a thing out and say he's going to have a video in 4 days from now and saying that we've come to an amicable dissolution. That's basically what he's trying to lie about and say there. Isn't that what he's saying there, basically, Anderson?
Well, what he's doing is he's trying to let the audience think that you and him are cool because whenever they know that you're not going to be around him, they're not going to care about him, and he's only using you as like a little carrot that he's dangling.
Yeah. Well, he's dangling a lie as a carrot.
Yep.
Lying Camilo.
Screwball, Sudsball, Sleazeball, Camillo.
Truth of Lies, that's what I think you are. Truth of Lies, liar.
Sleazeball. King of Death. Or what do we call him?
Yeah, that's right,
Lies.
Michelle K. Woo!
He's the king of truth. He's the king of fucking lies.
Yep. You are a liar.
Certainly
a liar.
is.
There you are, King Camilo.
That's a really joke. I mean, seriously. But, you know, he lies all the time, so I wouldn't have expected less. But before we get out of here, I want to play just a little brief piece of this fabulous show that we had.
Yep.
Wait a minute, wait, Lolly. Isn't Jasmine's birthday on June 20 or July 21st?
I don't know which day it is. Which day is it?
I'm
Pretty sure
confused
it's
too.
July 21st, isn't it? They're saying it's today. Is it Jasmine Starr's birthday?
Oh, I don't know for sure. I do not know.
We're all confused. Which day is it, Jasmine?
Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't say. I'm not really aware what her birthday is.
Yep.
No, I don't know.
Well, we're going to
It
have to
could
put
be
an
today.
investigator on that.
No.
I thought it was July 21st, but I guess I could have been wrong. You know me.
Jasmine, do you have me blocked on Instagram? Because I tried to find you on Instagram and I couldn't find you.
But anyway, before we get out of here, I'm going to play maybe a brief about 10 minutes of this fabulous interview we did with Mr. Vlogger before we get out of here to let you see, Anderson, what some of the cool things he was saying. And I'll do a more full replay perhaps tonight or in the middle of the night or something. But I'm going to play about 10 minutes of it so Anderson can see some of the cool things he was saying to us. And I'm going to make a full video of just the full interview. It's about an hour and a half, I think it was. But I'm going to play that real briefly here before we get out of here. So listen along, and you can still comment. And if something comes up here, I'll stop it briefly, pause it. But let's listen to a couple minutes of it.
Let's do it.
Mike or mute. Yeah, instead of Mike. I can't speak this morning.
Mute your mic. Yes or no, Lolly?
I can't.
It's okay. I got you.
Lolly was a multi-millionaire and had her own private.
Let me get back a little more.
Yeah, I think when I started asking.
Government is run and stuff. I don't know for sure I'd want to do that. But of course, I never bought any. You know, of course, when you're 10 or 11 years old, you don't buy any land. I mean, I bought a bunch of property later on as I had money when I was older in different places, but I never bought any land there. No property.
I better go, you guys.
Well, I don't need cereal.
I see you guys later.
Stay away from
Bye for now.
cereal. You're killing, Mr. Vlog. You're killing me, man. I like you. I like you. He is so funny. I just love to hear him talk and say stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Mr. Vlogger, you're awesome, dude. Woo!
Yeah, Mr.
And he is,
Vlogger,
you
cool.
know, he is an expert genius in the vintage and ancient art of puppeteering. And he kills it on those voices as well. He can kill the voices and impressions of the voices, but plus he builds and makes those puppets as well.
Oh,
And then he writes the copy. He writes the scripts and the copy for the funny skits with the people and the characters. So he's multi-talented there as well. Okay, now that takes a well-rounded person that is, you know, talented and has the wherewithal to put all these things together. Because you might be a person that could build a puppet and be real good with that. But if you couldn't do the impressions, what the fuck are you going to do? That's not going to work. You know, but he's got it all. You know, he's been working years.
Yeah, you are. You're a superstar, Mr. Vlogger. Definitely, Mr. Vlogger.
He said, "You hear that, haters? I'm a superstar on the LOLLY show." Well, you motherfucking sure are. You're the hero of the LOLLY show.
Heck yeah.
We'll have you even up on the panel if you care to come up on the panel and talk a little bit. We'd love to have you come up and talk. You want to come up?
Come on up, Mr. Vlogger, please. Come up.
Come on, Mr. Vlogger.
Come up. I'm going to put the link right here because we pressed you. I've had him on several panels that I've been on. And,
we all love you, Mr.
talk
Vlogger.
30 minutes, man.
Come here.
We love you.
Come on, Mr. Vlogger. You come up.
Michelle loves you too.
Yeah, I do. I care about this
So
guy,
see,
man.
see right there, Mr. Vlogger says, he says, because Lolly is an artist, she understands the ancient art of puppeteering. And I do. That is very correct, sir.
Yep.
Mr. Vlogger, come on up. Come on up.
You get your fine self right up here, sir.
Come on up, Mr. Vlogger. Woo!
Yeah.
You can sit by the head of security, Mr. Dark Knight.
23 KC, my man.
Yep. Yep.
Now, Melissa said she came from Wisconsin and moved to San Francisco for 5 years, and then she went to Hawaii for a few years. Well, that's nice. Went to Hawaii.
Wow.
Hawaii is
Yeah,
nice.
Mr. Vlogger. Come on, Mr. Vlogger. Take that StreamYard link.
Come up.
Vlogger. Come on. We love you, Mr. Vlogger.
There he is.
We all love you, Mr. Vlogger.
Hawaii was so nice. When my brother was there, I went and stayed with him for a few years or so. I stayed with him for a year or so.
Here's Mr. Vlogger.
Welcome.
Oh, where did he go? Oh, there he is. Yay!
Hello.
Vlogger, yes.
There he is.
Here's Mr. Vlogger. Hello, Mr. Vlogger. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Welcome to
good.
the stream.
Okay, so.
Welcome to the panel.
Oh, you know what happened.
So tell us all about it, Mr. Blogger. We love it. We all love you here. Let us know what's going on. Oh no.
Oh shoot.
Let's have a bad connection. Let me see if I can find him again.
Don't worry, Michelle. She'll bring him back up.
We'll get him back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Internet issues or some shit. What's going on?
He's got.
Probably.
Damn it, man.
I don't know. A lot of times he uses funky wireless. We'll get him back.
Mhm. She'll get him back up here, Michelle. It's all right.
Hawaii is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Here he is. He's coming back already.
See, there you go. He's back.
There we go. Okay, here he is.
There
Here we go.
I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Here you go. Glad you're here.
There you go.
Okay, what's going on, sir?
Okay. I got it.
There you go.
All right.
Are you
All
using the Biden free internet again, Mr. Vlogger?
No, I'm not. I'm not using anything but the regular internet. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. It's just outstanding. I would like to go on record here as letting people know that I never doubted LOLLY was a multi-millionaire and had her own private island and jet and security, and I never doubted that at all. And I'm just happy to be able to. Yes,
we're glad you're here with us, Mr. Vlogger.
Thank you, and Michelle K. You are a superstar.
Oh,
You know, you really are.
God bless your soul.
I know you made Noodles who he is today, and if it wasn't for you, I don't think he would. You know, I mean, Noodles is a funny guy, but you know, I mean, that's all I have.
That's right. Everybody's what he is today. That's right. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
No. Yes, not respectful.
Everybody sounds like they're underwater.
Is it really? Michelle always does. He has a bad microphone, but she's doing the best.
Yeah.
Needs that.
Yeah. How's my audio? Look at
Your audio sounds clear. It's good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, your audio's way perfect.
Okay, thank you, Dark Knight, and I appreciate your security here and keeping out the riffraff.
Yeah, he does a phone job.
I know that, and it's an outstanding individual.
We love him. He keeps the haters away and the riffraff out. He's doing good.
It's so bad. The audio is so bad.
All I had to do was just throw a smoke grenade and they all disappear.
What happened?
All I had to do is just throw a smoke grenade and they all disappeared.
Smoke. Oh, is it like a super Batman thing? You throw smoke at him?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Vlogger, I invented a new weapon, a new tech weapon myself. I made a new tech weapon that makes when anybody types their little pancakes in the chat, they like disappear. Mr. Camillo tried to come into the chat overnight and typed in some pancakes, and we were on the phone at the time, he and I, and he goes, what the hell's going on? I said, what do you mean? He goes, I'm typing pancakes in here, and they're just disappearing. And I'm like, why would you type pancakes in there? He goes, well, that Batman guy's in there, I'm typing pancakes, and they're just disappearing. And I said, well, that's what they're supposed to do. They're doing the right thing. He goes, what the fuck? What do you mean? I said, well, I don't want any pancakes in my chat, and so I've made it to disappear. You can't do that. Sure, I can. My chat. Guess what do you mean? Here's what you motherfucker. Fuck you, Steve Camillo.
He said, you're not allowed to do that. I said, I can do anything I want in my chat. And he's like, I don't understand. I said, well, if I don't want pancakes in my chat, I can have the power to make them disappear. And I did it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, did your pancakes stay? He said, no, they disappeared. I said, there you go. You know, he doesn't understand. You know, LOLLY Cunningham has many special powers, and making pancakes disappear and just dissolve into thin air is one.
Good, because he's a sleazeball from South Jersey.
And Dark Knight was in there. My panel somehow got stuck in the middle of the night, and Dark Knight was in there on duty. He was on duty right there on the spot, Mr. Vlogger.
Yep.
On duty, watching this chat, making sure no riffraff came in, or no haters or anything. And so nobody could even come in there and troll him because I had left the pancake shield up, even though I had logged up.
Shield. What's up with pancakes? Why is that some sort of?
It's some sort of thing that people do to try to hurt him or insult him.
So I made a special tech weapon, the pancake shield.
Insult Dark Knight pancakes.
Yes, for some reason I don't know the
pancakes
I don't
upset
ask
you, Dark
questions.
Knight. Pancakes.
I don't ask questions. But for some
I don't
reason,
eat pancakes. You know what? You know what? Forget about pancakes. You know what? Don't even eat a pancake. You know what? You eat a pancake, guess what? You're gonna look like a pancake. Okay? So forget about pancakes there.
Well, we don't have to forget about them because if we type them now, they immediately disappear. What the fuck?
Well, we don't want to be triggered by frickin' pancakes. Okay?
Right?
There's no nutritional
You hear that,
value of a frickin' pancake. You hear that, troll pancakes? You eat a pancake, you look like a pancake.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank
trolls. So shut the fuck up
Great.
with that. Yeah.
I'm on the LOLLY
Thank you,
show
brother.
right now. I'm a panelist.
Yeah, you deserve the right
I'm
to
a
be here.
panelist.
You deserve the right to be here, Mr. Blogger, because you're an excellent man.
That's
We all know
right.
it.
You hear that, haters?
You deserve to be here with us.
You heard that
Yep.
from the Michelle K. And Michelle K knows. All right.
You got it. You are awesome.
I'm awesome.
Yeah, you are.
And I
You're
hate
fucking awesome.
pancakes. I mean, I
Yes.
don't hate them personally.
Why?
No.
Pancake's a pancake.
Well, I
You know?
have
You can't even be a real. You can't even be a real cake.
I know.
I have the purple pancake shield installed, so there will be no
Purple
pancakes.
pancake shield.
Yes.
Who? A purple pancake. Oh my
I
god.
love
We
you.
never want that.
We don't want anyone to be trolled here. We're a bully-proof chat. We're a
Bully-proof.
We're a bully-proof channel.
Bullyproof. Ha ha ha.
Yep.
If I see anybody being bullied with any certain icons,
That's
or
why there's
anything,
nobody commenting in the comments because everyone is blocked. You got all the
Yep.
frickin'
All the
YouTube
trolls are
blocked.
blocked. Sorry,
You're like a
trolls.
Dark Knight. Dark Knight blocks everyone.
that's
You block them all.
yeah. That way we
Yep.
can have more fun in here.
Ah, ha, hater trolls. You're all blocked.
Fucking haters. Good hell, haters. Good hell.
We would rather have fun here than
I'm
have
on the LOLLY
30,000
show.
people.
Best show
We have
ever.
fun here. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Slick Rick?
Love you.
Hey, can I say something? Can I say something? Because I need to straighten something out. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get
Okay.
it.
Let me just speak. Okay, this whole thing with these people saying they're OG, he's an OG, he's an OG. There's no such thing as OGs on YouTube. Let me tell you what it was. It was called BG. BG. Before Google. It was called he's BG. He's before Google. That's what we all called it. But these nimwits now think it's OG. There's no original gangsters on YouTube because it's two-dimensional. There's no gangsters here. It's a new form of entertainment. So it was BG before Google. Hey, this guy's BG. If you were on here before Google bought YouTube, then you were BG, not OG. And these people, okay, enough. I had to rant about that because it's stupid calling each other OGs. Thank you.
You're the best.
I like
Aren't
it.
I the best?
You
No,
want-
seriously, that's the
Yep.
way it is. I don't know why they're calling each other OGs. That's stupid.
I know.
You're
If you were here before Google bought YouTube, then you were one of the original people here. You're BG before Google. No such thing as a gangster here.
And for
Okay, thank
accuracy,
you.
for accuracy, Mr. Water, what year was it that Google bought YouTube?
I don't. Wasn't it 2007 or something?
I think it was either
2007, right?
7 or 8, perhaps. Yeah.
I think it was 7 because I got
think
here in
7.
2005.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so
I believe 7 is the correct answer.
yeah.
You win.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was very interesting. Yeah. So it would be actually a BG.
Yeah, before Google.
Yeah. Before
Yeah.
Google.
Because we were the
I
YouTube
agree.
underground. We were the YouTube underground.
I agree with you.
Before it became the bottom of YouTube, my show. In 2007, I started my show called Welcome to the bottom of YouTube, and I did video responses to other people's videos, and that's how it all started. Okay, enough of that. Let's get on with this awesome show with Dark Knight, Michelle K, a major superstar, and of course Lolly. Lolly's going down as history, as you know, outstanding individual. She might have saved YouTube during the pandemic. I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
She did.
That's such a compliment.
I know. Well, you know something. You deserve it, Lolly. Somebody, thank you. Okay, haters.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry, Lolly. Don't cry.
No, don't cry, Lolly.
Don't cry, Lolly. You know
Oh
that.
my
You
God.
get such abuse for these people here.
I know.
I know it. You know it. They're
I
just
got all the
jealous.
haters, but it's my
They're
own
jealous
fault.
of you.
I know,
you
but
know.
my first character role that I played was Noodles. My job was to get all the ladies to hate me, and I did a fine ass job of it.
Oh, you had a job doing that? I didn't
Yeah,
know
that
you
was
were.
my character. My job was to get all the
Oh,
ladies to
geez.
hate me on that first Noodles show. And so
Oh,
I
I
did
didn't-
real good, and I tripled Noodles' numbers. And I left from there with the Henderson on a news show, and I quadrupled his numbers because it
That's
brought
right.
the
That's
other show.
right. That's
And
right. I was
we did
wondering.
5 months of a show with him, and he quadrupled Anderson's numbers quadrupled because it brought the haters followed me from the Noodles show. So it helped Anderson reach his goal of like 1 million views, and he reached his
million
big goal
haters.
he's trying to hit. So that's why I got
A million haters.
Yes, I got 1 million haters following me around, so that's why when I go and leave a place, everybody asks me to come and be on their show. I'm really
I know that. I know that.
To their show.
I know that. That's why it's an honor to be here. Everywhere you go, people
So
want to
now
know
I'm just gonna be on the
haters,
Lolly show.
and we tell them we are Lolly's hater. Lolly's haters. Get out of here. Jealous. They're all jealous, and they're all blocked.
Fuck off, Jelly.
They're all blocked.
F
Yeah,
off.
we want to let the people we like come in here
There's
now.
nobody left the block. Okay.
Yep.
We should just.
What?
You know what? We should just block people. Just go around.
We just come
Okay,
in.
who can we block?
I'll tell you some how about that, Mr. Vlogger. Hey, Mr. Vlogger, I'll tell you all the haters. How about that, Mr. Vlogger?
Did you
I'll
see
tell
the
you some
backwards
Oh, show us
picture with
Oh, you'll tase a hater?
What happened to?
But anyway, that's some of the
It was cute.
dealings going on with Mr.
And
Vlogger.
Taste the haters. He liked that one, right?
Yeah, he liked that. But you guys
Uh-huh.
will see some more of that. I'm going to make a full video of the whole part of the show that was with Mr. Vlogger. It goes on for about 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I'll make a separate video for anybody that wants to watch just that, and we'll play some bits and pieces of it now and then in replays during some of the times on the Lolly show in the morning or when in the late time when it might be slow. But that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
So did we decide when Jasmine Star's birthday was?
I don't know. They didn't say in chat. I don't.
We never decide that. Okay.
What?
Oh, Jasmine said let's replace the woo with a yeehaw. Okay, like a cowgirl or cowboy. Yeah. Okay. We could. She said. Jody said, "Yeah, we got to stop that woo. That's kind of like was Mark Terry, I guess. And have a good day, everybody." She got to her job or wherever she was going, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I think I am going to go ahead and end the stream because I got something I got to do. I have another conference call coming up here in about 15 or 20 minutes I've got to take.
Okay,
But,
so look at the stuff I sent you on Twitter.
Yeah, I've got that. I'm going to copy that over into my main computer, and so I have that. So I'm going to
I
send
like
that
the
little
first
note.
one the best, I think. The long crystal fox fur, the brown one, the earth colors.
Okay.
I mean, but they're both cute. And,
Okay.
they're both
Yeah, I'll have a
really-
chance to look at those because I'm going to go over to my other computer that I can look at everything on the shelf. So I'll be able to look at those this afternoon.
Awesome.
I'm on the call because I can do all kind of stuff while I'm listening. I just have to be on the line. It's really my under managers who are doing the call, but I have to be there. You know,
Okay,
I don't have to be there. I'm the boss, but you know, I like to be there so I hear what's going on. But
really,
you know what I mean, sister girl. You know what I
you
mean.
got it. You
Yeah.
got it. Sis.
What are you doing the rest of the afternoon, Michelle K?
Probably gonna take a shower after Anderson's live stream, and then
And
probably
he
just
should be
chill
getting
out.
started here shortly, probably
Yeah,
noon
yeah,
or something like. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Anderson.
get a bite to eat while I'm eating my while I'm sitting at the conference call because I'm planning on watching his stream. I might even come up and say hello if you
Oh,
guys
please
are over there.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Okay.
Sis.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
thank you.
I'm gonna let you
Now
go.
you got me on Twitter, girlfriend, so you can always
Okay,
give me
we're
the
all
stream
set
link.
up. We are
Because
set to go. We're
yeah,
set
because
to rock and roll.
unfortunately, Dark Knight doesn't know how to give it to me. It just says StreamYard.com, and it only brings you to how to get started on StreamYard. It doesn't go to your link. It doesn't go to your panel. He
Okay.
doesn't know how to do it right. Like,
Well, we'll get it all figured out. We'll get it because if we got Twitter now, that's what I do to his. I can just put it straight in your Twitter. That way, I can put it in your Twitter and his Twitter when I go over there, and it'll be much easier for me. Okay,
Yeah,
girlfriend.
right.
I will see you guys over there. I'm gonna get my lunch and get my call set up, and I'll put Anderson on, and I'll watch you guys, and maybe come in and say hello.
Cool.
And I'll see you guys there.
And you still don't have my cell phone number? I gotta give it to you later.
No,
right?
I have it. I have it on
Oh,
my
okay.
notebook over
I
here. I
thought
do
you
have
had
it.
it.
I do
All
have
right,
it.
sweetheart.
Okay. I will see you guys in a little while.
All
Bye-bye.
right, sis.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you, Mel,
Yes, you
Spell,
are.
Jasmine, Star,
Yeah.
Noir, 23KC, Joe D,
Yeah.
Jerry Volmer. You have to say his name 3 times. Out Noir, it's in the contract. Let's see. All the other people that came in, we appreciate everybody that came in earlier in the stream. It's been a lovely stream. We have some new people, RES Illusion, a new sub. Saw me on Evil Abe
Wait,
show.
you gotta say Jerry Valmer 3 times like Beetlejuice?
Yeah, something like that. Thank you, girl. You have to say it 3 times, and then he'll only say nice things to you the next time he comes, Michelle. That's how it works.
Jerry Valmer.
Okay, you guys. See you later. Everybody be safe. Everybody be safe, be good, be kind, be sweet to everybody. And always remember, happy Veterans Day. Thank all your veterans. Tell everybody you see that's a veteran to thank them for their service because they let us live free and, you know, saluted a flag. Do something for every veteran. We love everybody. Goodbye. See everybody later. Bye-bye.
Bye, sis. Bye, honey.
Bye-bye.